feel us. They almost killed us, and I'm still here, bruh. Follow my instincts, Monday to Wednesday. Life is a mystery. What do my man say? Some cowards kneel, but they never feel us. They almost killed us, and I'm still here, bruh. Why you even pay rent when you don't get out of bed? Tryna own my problems mostly cause I live in my head. Tryna fix up my relations, I still gamble with stress. I don't wanna drive you crazy over something I said. In my mind I got it all, and still I hang by a thread. In the streets to take your life because of something you said. Pour some liquor out, I figured out what difference is dread. Couldn't hit the trap, in fact you hit this music instead. Let's go. Foreign visions,
it's not my fault, I'm sorry.
I hugged the block so a nigga never needed no friend. I don't
Good afternoon, guys. Good morning, wherever you are.
I don't mean to disappoint, I tried the best that I can. My cousin put me on, I had the medal rest in my hands. He want the drop, so I had to hit the plug in advance. Homie know this day is coming if you hustling grands. This a dirty game, be cautious when exposing them stands. Follow my instincts, Monday to Wednesday.
Oh, you want in
Life
there?
is a mystery. What do my friends think? Some cowards kneel, but they never feel us. They almost killed us, and I'm still here, bro. Follow my instincts, Monday to Wednesday. Life is a mystery. What do my man say? Some cowards kneel, but they never feel us. They almost killed us, and I'm still here, bro. Shell cases scattered by them police stations. My occupations, rap niggas try to test my patience. I'm out of flagrant, my toast is to assimilation. I'm out of post, I touch down is more than simulation. I count my blessings like the currency or bank statement. Don't act so clueless, best suited for the affidavit. The new Messiah, the Goliath. When you ask for David, you ask for anything. Believe it's just reciprocated.
Follow my instinct. Life is a mystery. Monday through Wednesday. What do my friends think? Some niggas nail, but they never feel us. They try to kill us. Should we still here, bruh? Follow my instinct. Life is a mystery. Monday through Wednesday. What do my mans think? Some niggas nail, but they never feel us. They try to kill us. Should we still here, bruh?
What up, Don Motorsport? How are you,
How the fuck you say you gang if you around me and I notice that I'm drained? Take advantage of my pain. All the same, how the fuck is you my dog? You know my loyalty won't let me cut you off. I didn't see my hands bleed from trying to plant seeds. What your bands
I was supposed to stream last night, but I had something else to do.
For the times that I act distant, that just mean I'm feeling closer to my ending. Tell them catch me in the wind, whoa. Out of range, but you still find a way. Shoot me from a mile away, then go back to your hideaway. Find it strange, you don't know why I still care, but I ain't mad, I'm jealous that you unaware. Kinda think that shit.
Alright, that's it. Reaper's banned. He's not even here. He's banned.
From this darkness I see.
But man, I hope you guys had a good night. I had a pretty good night. A relaxing night, actually. I haven't customized an action figure in a long time. I made a new dark side. Well, I didn't make it. I like repainted it. I stripped his paints, then I gave him a new paint job and all that stuff. That's what I did last night. I was gonna stream, but you know, no, I don't want to get my stream shut down. No, thank you. All right.
Gout. Interestingly enough, a study
it was pretty awesome, man. It was relaxing.
Discovered that within 2 years of a gout diagnosis, the risk of erectile dysfunction was 77% higher. Gout.
I just gotta find some way to make the bottom part of his tunic. But goddamn, he looks awesome. What's out there, Chungus? What's out there? What are you hearing out there with those ears? With those ears the size of Grand Canyon, huh? How long do you think it's gonna take him to start, bro?
That's what it's about. Put some cherry juice right in my mouth. Eating all the red meat. Bitch, please look at my feet. That's what it's about. It's that gout. Got that gout cloud.
Way ahead of you, bro. Oops, sorry, puppy. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Don't gotta look at me like that, like I did something wrong. Why is he not playing Night Rain?
Inflammation's on my feet.
Gout.
Oh yeah, it's hurting me. Take that bitch out for the clout. If you know what that shit's about, shut your mouth. Yeah, that bitch is so fucking fat. I'm just stating facts. Might just hit it from the back. Yeah, kinda shit to make my hardware into Microsoft. Eating so much red meat, I don't wanna stop. Might need to pop a blue pill. If I don't get that ass, I don't know who will.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
God
Got
damn.
that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet. Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet.
Gout.
Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Oh, what? What is this little puppy? What are you coming up here to talk to me for? What? What did you do? What? Is there no food in the dish? Is there no food in the dish? You need me to go get you some food?
It's a big white building. If you go
Is that what it
inside,
is?
what they're gonna do for you, they're gonna put a nice jacket on you. And then get this, they're gonna put you in a nice.
Alright guys, give me a
room
sec.
where the walls
I need to
have
go check
pillows
their
on them.
food, make sure they have
So you
food.
can't hurt yourself. You can literally
I
bounce
just
off
gave
the
you
walls
guys
and
food,
for the
though.
rest of your life.
276 on the Vest Street, yeah. Well, tell Jen in my next drink, yeah. Air raid, Laura, call me bestie, yeah. Jay, yeah, you broke, hit me next week, yeah. Pig fled drip, got the oops on my
Stop
wrist.
playing
Get a couple
on
pulls
my
by the
name.
oops
I
on my
ain't
tits.
out here
Skin
playing.
tight shirt, big boobs on my chest. Big out, baby, cherry juice on my lips. DoorDash always coming through. Walking around my neighborhood, I'm trying to find my food. Street Fighter 6 always put me in a mood. Master Ranks about to send me back to Street Fighter 2. Got a third
Alright.
channel about to get my money made.
Come
Never
on,
hesitate,
Phil.
Turn down to 50K.
Hurry
King
up,
came
you
through, had to send him on his way.
bitch.
Hair fading faster than the money in my bank. Got my ride going and they took the tie off it. Pulled up broad day and then they took it right.
So how many excuses do you guys think he's gonna make today?
I didn't play, I didn't actually play WWE Champions and spend $1,900.
Jay, yeah, you broke, hit me next week, yeah. Pig fled drip, got the oops on my wrist.
Wait a minute,
Get
what
couple
the
pulls
fuck
by
did
the
I
oops
just
on my
read?
tits. Skin tight shirt, big boobs on my chest. Big out, baby, cherry juice on my lips.
Meerkat mob pulling up on the ops. Take a quick shot and I'm cooking up pork chops. Doing pretty fine if you ask me. Fat cat eating Big Macs in the backseat. Half a mil filled goes Reeve for the tip. Get a goal hit in time for a sip. Booting up online, nothing is fine, cause he's getting bodied all the time. I'm gonna break his jams with a leg drop.
Weird.
Put him in a figure 4 leg lock. Time to go outside, Phil, cause you
Bro,
getting
we
hit
are
with
gonna
the
play
dark
some
side
Night
drill.
Rain today. We're gonna try and beat those goddamn dogs.
In my next drink, yeah. Air raid, Laura, call me bestie, yeah. Jay, yeah, you broke, hit me next week, yeah. Pig fled drip, got the oops on my wrist. Get a couple pulls by the loops on my tips. Skin tight shirt, big boobs on my chest. Big out, baby, cherry juice on my lips.
All right. Oh, he's on PC. I'm playing it on PS5 right now. He and I will probably play tonight or something. Good lord, dude. Yeah, it sucks it doesn't have crossplay.
Cat played a lot of Skyrim, and it was good. It was fun. We chilled. We had a good time. You know, we didn't have any money to do anything really. You know, it would be great if we had money. We would have stayed out and done more stuff. We didn't have any fucking money.
Let me take you down to White Run.
Man, that really is Phil's go-to.
You don't have money. I don't have money.
I hope they add crossplay and voice chat. That's what it needs. It needs fucking voice chat. It's hard to coordinate.
I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down the White Run.
Are you flipping out? Are you tweaking? Did you get into the white powder under the sink? You need to come up? Okay, come on. Come on, sweetie. Come on, up. Up. Jump. Yes, you can come up. Come on. Come on. Oh, you want it there?
I know a makeup glitch that probably needs her full attention.
Okay.
Come on, baby, we can go.
This fucking guy, dude. That's it. You need to pay rent, dude.
I'll show you my Skyrim. You can
What is your problem?
Climb aboard and ride you. Fuck it if Jasper dies. You know it's time to take a ride back down to White Run. Let me in your sweet rose. You know
Come
I
here.
like I cast a spell and make you go and clean the bathroom. Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down the White Run. Let me in your sweet rose, you know I like
Peter, there's nothing in there, bro. I don't know what the hell you got. You got hair up your butt or something.
Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down the White Run.
You wanna get in there now? What the hell is your problem? What the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna throw you out with the garbage. That's it. You're done. You're done. No more co-host. I'm kidding, buddy. I could never. Look at you. You thinking I'm serious or something? You're over there pouting now. Bro. Bro. He's such an emotionally expressive animal. Oh yeah, flop yourself down. It's like, ah, fuck you, I'm not going nowhere. Hey, can I ask you a question? How do you feel about the state of dogs? Huh? I was reading this article that said that dogs are entering an early stage of evolution. What do you think about that? Cause when it's only you and I, we don't wanna go outside when we can go and take a ride down the White Run. Oh, you need to think on it? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I wonder if in like 10,000 years, 20,000 years, if you guys will develop thumbs. It's interesting. Oh my God, Phil. Alright. I think we're gonna jump into some Nyron. Bye-bye. Hello! Hello, everybody. Okay, this music is gonna put me to sleep. What is this now?
Address. I want to mail you a spoon. See,
playing some weird music, bro. What is your problem?
I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am, I can't say a factual observation. Shut the fuck up.
Meerkat Mom. Who?
Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it.
What is your problem, big guy? Huh? Whoops.
Take your fucking ass and eat it. Eat it. Kiwi Farms.
Let me mail you a spoon.
On a daily fucking basis. Those are racist, those are sexist, those this, those that.
God damn.
I am who I am. I am fucking based. Eat it. Kiss my fucking ass and lick my ball. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Oh, he's doing it mean. Oh, this is cringe. Eat it.
What?
Eat it. Eat it. I am fucking based. Eat it. Fucking eat it. Shut the fuck up. I am who I am. Eat it. Eat it. And I had a segment where I got incredibly animated and emotional. And upset.
Animated and emotional. No, why'd I take that? Nah, I don't want the club. Dude, what are you running around for? What is your goddamn problem? Are you okay? Hey, are you okay? Come here. Where's the teammate? Oh, there's a bubble dude over here. There's a bunch of bubble dudes over here. Is it too loud? Hey. Nice. We're not killing the dog. You died. No magic bullshit in my timeline. Bye-bye, bro. Up. Here's Dorkside Dumbass.
To talk about. First off, we have to discuss the future of a playthrough that I have now been doing for about 2 months. And sadly, I have to admit, at this point, doesn't seem to have much of an audience. The game I'm talking about is Blueprint. So, we will discuss in full this game, what has happened with it, and how to handle it moving forward. I would love to get your live feedback. In addition, last night during the American Truck Simulator stream, we hit a support goal And I had committed to everyone that if we had hit a certain amount of goals, that I would be buying a steering wheel and pedal peripheral for PC that we could use moving forward for that playthrough and other driving playthroughs. So today I'd like to start discussions on what ones I should consider, what looks good, and of course looking at things like pricing, etc., to find out what is viable. On top of all of that, if you're not aware, today there was a conference going on regarding tech, notably Unreal, the whole Unreal Engine. And we all know how many games in the modern era use Unreal Engine to generate their graphics.
No, Nugs, I haven't.
They showed off a
tech
demo gameplay segment.
I was so close, and then my teammate dropped
now in
from
development
the
Witcher
match,
4.
bro.
Everyone is a buzz about it. So perhaps today we'll take a look. The thing is, they released like 4 versions of it, as short as like 2 minutes and as long as like 16. I don't think I want to watch 16 minutes. But some of the claims being made about this footage are kind of wild and outlandish. So I want to look at it for myself and basically try to make a live judgment. All right. So we've got quite a lot of topics to discuss. Plus, today we've got Claire Obscure finally completing Act 2 and heading into the end game. Tonight, we've got fighting games for the only session that we'll have this week. So there's a lot to talk about. All of this and, of course,
what is
more
your problem?
will be discussed on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Attention! Oh, God. Oh, fuck me, no. We can take this guy. Hey! Stop it. Well, we beat the shit out of that guy.
Curious what you feel about the shorter version of that intro. I don't think it really hits like the longer version, does it?
Shit.
It's all right, but it kind of skips the whole
shit.
The epic solo, part of it. It's still fine because I know that people don't want the longer intro to the podcast every single day. I'll probably variate.
I know,
just like I used to. But I'm curious on feedback.
I'm trying to level up as much as I can.
Anyway,
and I don't know what the fuck my
today
teammates are doing.
Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025. I'm DSP. I hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. With me today is Jasper Kitty. He's right here next to me. Right, buddy?
I don't know.
What are you up to?
And yeah, I'm going to put my gameplay
all around the office. Oh, I know why. Because of my lights today.
I like my gameplay.
So today we have what's supposed to look like cloud cover and all of a sudden a lightning flash. That's what this is actually supposed to simulate. I thought it looked nice. It actually matched with my borders and everything. I was like, oh, we'll do a little different theme today. I've never used something like this before, but it's distracting Jasper. He's looking and he's like, oh, what's going on? And then all of a sudden it flashes and he gets alerted and then he stops. It's just the lighting, buddy. It's just the lighting, Jasper. How silly. How silly that he's actually like wondering what's going on. There's no storm in the room. That's why you don't hear anything. It's okay. He's like, look at all around, like all over the room. He doesn't know how to react to it. Oh my goodness. Anyway, how is everyone today? Good morning, everyone. How you doing? So, yeah, so the feedback I've gotten is that the intro's too long. Well, we did the short intro. That was the much shorter version. That cut off I think 15, 20 seconds of the intro from the longer version. There was no big solo.
Nice.
So,
oh shit, I almost
don't know if
died.
you like the shorter or the longer one better. Like I said, I'll probably alternate between
that way. So
How is everyone today? Is Jasper Kitty afraid of thunder? He's not really afraid of thunder.
Bro,
he's afraid of rain.
Again?
Like when it rains heavy,
where the fuck
he doesn't like
they?
that. If it's too loud, he'll actually run and go under the bed. He does not like the sound of the heavy rain hitting the house and the windows. So, also we have 2 skylights.
I don't know where they are though.
In the bathroom, and then one in the kind of storage nook.
Oh, we gotta get out of here anyway.
So when he hears the water hitting that, he also gets upset.
Get that weak shit out of here. Dude,
not really. It's funny because people say, is he afraid of fireworks? Not really.
So much
not particularly. We don't get a lot of
Ring.
fireworks, but when they go off, he doesn't really react to them. It's really more the rain that gets him. So,
yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We've got quite a lot to talk about today. We do. And, some good, some bad. And it's sad that
All right.
we do have to have
No,
some bad that
you
we
guys,
tackle.
don't go that
but I
way.
guess that's life. You take the good with the bad. You know, this has been an interesting
Where
year
are
for
you
gaming,
going?
that's for sure. Started off incredibly slow and with a ton of disappointing games. And then all of a sudden, the last month or two, there was a lot of good games that we've been playing and juggling. And it's actually been quite challenging to maintain a steady schedule of balancing some of these longer games, these more drawn out game experiences with everything else that I'm doing. A lot of people have been like, well, if it's long, don't play it.
Oh,
If
God.
it's a lengthy game, it
why?
ain't worth it. If it's going to take you a month or 2 months to beat it, you know, it doesn't fit with the style of stuff that you're doing. And I'm like, well, it sucks because that means then there's certain games that I can't play. We just talked about this with Claire Obscure last week, where we had a nearly dead stream of Claire Obscure where no one was engaging, no one was supporting. It was just a dead stream, and I was playing the game for myself, essentially. So we made the tough decision that I'm just going to play the story, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to finish Act 2 and get into Act 3, and apparently, from what people are saying, probably 2 to 3 more dungeons,
shit.
and it's over. And the dungeons aren't that long. They're about an hour
fuck.
each, so, you know, maybe another couple of major streams, we could actually wrap up the
I
story
don't know
of
why
Claire
you guys
Obscure.
are trying to fight
But
this
there's
thing.
apparently a ton
Why are they fighting this
of
thing?
side content, like tons of
Hi,
side
buddy.
content in this game, and I love
Should
the
I
game.
flip out like Phil?
I would love to do it, but I can't really do it if no one's going to show up. So, you know, we have to see what happens with that, but we made a tough decision last week. Now, it seems like we're coming to exactly the same situation with Blueprints. Keep in mind that Blueprints is a game that I probably wasn't going to play to begin with. I didn't even know that it existed. I had no clue what the game was, when it was coming out. You know, I think most people were of that impression because it didn't seem like it was going to be anything of note. And then it ends up being
I don't know.
one of
Where
the
fuck
most
did they go?
unique,
Oh yeah, they went
lengthy,
this way.
juicy, meaty,
Yeah, this
puzzling
kind of
gameplay
irritates me.
experiences in a very long
Because
time.
There's the fucking thing right
Arguably,
there,
Blueprints is the best puzzle
and
game
we're
I've
gonna
ever
go
played.
right next
And I've
to
been
it.
playing games since the 1980s. Not to say that I was ever a specialist in puzzle games, but this one is just so unique, and it stands out from the pack, and it feels like absolutely nothing that I have played in my life. It's just really unique, and that's awesome, right? And so, in regards to this game, we have to figure this out today, what we're going to do. And it's sad because I don't really want to say, oh, we're going to drop it, but it's a strong possibility.
I'm not coming back here,
I've had
bro.
people screaming at me for the last 3 weeks to drop this game. And that's just sad. You know,
I know.
I don't know what else to say. There's not much I can really do about it.
But they want to fight that stupid
If people
fucking
don't
thing.
engage with the game, you know, and I think there is a crowd for it. It's just not a big crowd. And for a
It's
while,
okay
that
to
crowd
be
was
under
showing up
level
and engaging
if your
and supporting the
teammates
playthrough,
are
which is
at
why I
least
kept it in the
competent
rotation for
enough
so
to,
long.
you know,
But
defend and back you up.
a certain
don't
group
think
of
I
people
have
can
that
only
kinda
support
team.
something for a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Like they don't understand when to draw aggro, so
that
I can heal.
There's going to be a group of people,
You know,
who are going to be able to come by and engage and support with this playthrough every single time that I play it. And if the group is already small and they don't make it one time, now what? Right? And that's what it seems to happen like yesterday. Like yesterday, there was maybe, no exaggeration, 5 to 10 people on my streams who cared about the game.
oh, see what I mean?
Not good.
God damn it!
You know, that's pretty bad for me. I'm supposed to be streaming for hundreds of people minimum on the internet, and I got like 5, 10 people who care about the game I'm playing. So, yeah, it's concerning and it's disheartening. There was a time when, you know, this is many years ago, of course, where I could play any game I wanted. It could be a puzzle game.
You're just
a
bitching
shoot
to
'em
bitch
up,
now, boy.
or an action-based
That's all I
FPS,
hear.
a puzzle-based exploration game, FPS, like you know,
Just get good at
Deus
a
Ex,
game. Find
a
a niche
fighting
game and get good at
a
it.
music game. Hell, you know, I used to play everything. And no matter what I played, there'd be an audience for it. People would be very excited to see how DSP tackles this new genre that he's never played before. But that's
I
just
don't
not
think you honestly
apparent
believe
anymore.
that.
Now it's like people definitely want newer games as soon as they come out, but then it seems like after like a week, they just don't care about them anymore. Like, you got to be on to the next. It seems like a lot of content creators and streamers, that's been their attitudes. Play a game at launch, drop it like it's hot right after,
What
and
did
move
he
on to
just
the next
fucking
thing.
say?
You've always got to be
Did he
moving
just
with
say
the trends.
drop it like it's
There's
hot,
very
bro?
few content creators who
What
are
the hell is
focusing
wrong
on
with you,
lengthy
boy?
games anymore and
Something
actually
wrong in
doing
your
full
brain in there.
playthroughs because the interest falls off. And that's sad. I mean, it's obviously a symptom of our times.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, I feel like there were people who had great attention spans. When you tuned in for part 1 of a playthrough, as long as that part 1 appealed to you, you were probably going to want to be there till the end, even if it took weeks to get through it. You know what I mean? And now I just don't feel like it's like that anymore. I think the world has moved towards instant gratification, one quick meme, one quick laugh, on to the next. Don't care about it anymore. I don't know about society as a whole, if that's really where we've
I don't know
gone.
how I'm gonna fare.
You know?
In this
I do
boss
feel like
fight
there
at level
is
fucking 4,
a
bro.
place
We could have just
for
went
a
and
game
found
like
other
Blueprints,
camps,
and
but
that
no,
is
they
in the
wanted to
hands of
fight that
gamers who
stupid
have time
fucking
and dedication
thing.
to play it, not really with streamers. You know what I mean? So we'll talk about that in a sec, because we really got to come to a determination. I'd love to hear feedback
Great.
on this. All right.
But
before we get to that, I have a couple of shout outs to do here in regards to contributions and questions and the like. Let's do those first. Then I think we'll jump into talking about blueprints. We'll probably look at some of this Witcher gameplay. Then we'll probably start talking about the steering wheel for the PC and all of that. So it's going to be a chunky show today. We have a lot of topics to discuss for once. Okay. Let's start here. Let's see. Someone tipped $2, and I'm not going to talk about it. That's simple.
What?
Very
Talk
simple.
about what?
You're not going to start my day off with drama. So, no.
What? What does
no
that
thanks,
mean?
but thanks for the $2. Then I got another $2 tip. Jasper's 8 years old now. He's no longer Jasper Kitty. He's Jasper Middle Age. You do realize
Jasper Middle Age
is not.
That's actually funny.
Kitty cat is the name of a casual name for a cat, while kitten
no, it isn't.
is a child. I'm not calling him Jasper Kitten. I'm calling him Jasper Kitty Cat. Get it?
No, a kitty cat is a small fucking
Mozzie,
cat, you nerd.
Our first super chatter of the day. Oh, my nose.
Oh, God, that was Phil?
I'm half stuffed
I
today.
thought something just
My sinuses
popped.
are acting up. I think the pollen outside must be pretty bad today is what it is. So Mozzie with a $5 super chat says, curious if you have any kind of a backup plan if the Switch doesn't show up on Thursday at an early enough time.
Come on, aggro to
Sorry
me.
if you covered
There
this.
we go.
So here's the deal.
Come on, buddy.
Thursday is my big, I guess, hold on. Let me get Mozzie on the leaderboard, and then we'll do the big promo.
Back too far.
There we go. Thursday, June 5th is DSP's Rainbow Road Rush event, a day-long marathon celebrating the release of the Switch 2, unboxing it, checking it out, then testing out a whole bunch of accessories that I purchased for it live, then hooking it up and getting it online, getting Mario Kart World, and then playing it all day long with the goal, ultimately, of by the end of this marathon day, unlocking Rainbow Road and checking out all of the basic courses of the game. Is it viable? That's a good question, because there's a couple factors involved. Factor number one,
that run was
just how drunk am I going to get during this event, and how am I going to drive if I'm drunk? That is the factor. Factor number two, how long is the unlock time for Rainbow Road? With Mario Kart World now being a completely different formula, meaning that there's supposed to be an open world now, does the game actually force you to drive around this open world map aimlessly to unlock content, or can you just go from race to race and keep playing stages so that you can actually make progress? How much padding is there driving around the map, or can you just get through the circuits quickly like you used to be able to? No one knows yet because the game's not out. And then question number three, and this is the one that Mozzie is addressing. When is the Switch coming? Okay? And the truth is, no one knows.
Hey.
All right? No one.
Come here.
Okay? That you cannot really get any answers about when it's coming.
What's your problem? Hey.
It's all guaranteed. June 5th. Guaranteed.
What is
Okay,
your
guaranteed
problem?
delivery.
Come here.
June 5th is great.
What is your problem?
But when? Right? Via what service? At what time? When will it ship? You know, because the thing is, I live in a private community. All right? For good reason. Thank God I live in a private community. One of the best choices I've ever made in my life was moving to a private community 11 years ago. Thank God I made that decision. For as much as people gave me crap for it back then, every single day of my life, I'm like, best decision ever, right? So, living in the private community.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
some
stupid.
places have access, some don't.
It's implying
there's places that regularly ship to us.
What up, Peter
that
Freakout
have easy
Man?
access
We are
and
playing
others
some
don't.
Elden Ring
Like, for
Night
example,
Rain
if there's a
and
special
watching the Pig
courier
Roach.
or delivery service as opposed to a more common one, they're not going to know how to get in. And so if you don't know how it's shipping, you don't know if it's going to be guaranteed that they'll even know what they're doing. Okay? Case in point, yesterday, I thought I had provided all the information needed for someone to deliver something to my home. They still didn't do it. They drove here, said, oh, there's a gate, and they left. Even though I provided all the information of how to get into my community in the notes for the delivery, they just ignored them because they're basically a fucking idiot. Now, I'm sorry to say that, but a lot of these delivery people, they're not actually full-time employees. They're more gig workers. They don't really care. They're just rushing around trying to do a whole bunch of stuff in one day, and they don't give a crap. So they don't go the extra mile. They don't treat it like, oh, this is serious. I need to get this there. Instead, it's like, oh, well, there's a slight hindrance in my way. I'll throw it to the back of my car, and maybe I'll deal with it, and maybe I won't. And that's what's happened with a lot of these things. So I have to hope.
Okay.
I do have to hope.
Gotta go to the vet.
That in this case,
Gotta go to the hospital.
we have a situation where whatever is going on with the Switch 2, how it's getting delivered, it's going to be via one of these, standard delivery methods that they already know how to have access to my community, and it's not going to be a big deal. But I don't know. And then in addition to that, which we've already talked about, we don't even know when it's coming anyway. It could come in the morning. It could come in the afternoon. Hell, it could come at the end of the day, right? So that's what sucks, when you don't have a set thing. And there's nothing I can do about that. Like, there's literally no way I could have had it set that it's guaranteed to show up. It didn't happen. That wasn't available. So, all that being said, what we're going to do is start up at our usual time. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. We'll have a podcast. We'll check out some of these accessories. Maybe I'll unbox some of them. We'll see what they look like and laugh at them if they look like junk, stuff like that. Again, just like any marathon, if support comes in, I'll be taking shots and stuff. We're going to have a good time with each other and each other's company. If we get through, let's say the entire...
I'll just meet my teammates at the circle,
how do I say
bro.
It? If we get through the entire podcast and everything and nothing's here, we have no updates on when it's showing up, then we'll probably just do something else to kill some time. I don't know if you want to mess around with the old Switch. You want to do some online gameplay of something. I don't know. We're just going to have a good time together until this thing shows up, All
right.
What else can I do?
Wrong button.
I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to worry about it because there's nothing I can do to control the situation. You understand? Like, me sitting here and being, oh, my God, what's the point? We'll just have a good time. We'll hang out. We'll enjoy each other's company. Are you getting the Switch Dasher? No matter what we do, it's going to be interesting and fun. We like hanging out. And then when it shows up, right? Because it will be here. It's just a matter of when. All right? So, there you go. Hello, Jasper. How are you? Jasper coming out of nowhere. How's it going, buddy? You really wanted to be on camera, huh? Well, there you go. What's up, Game Boy? How you doing? What's going on, Habib? How are you?
Habibi. Dude. What happened? Oh,
Very good. All right. So, Mozzie, I hope that kind of explains. If you want to have a cool time with me, come on by on Thursday.
Yeah.
We may have the Switch right away. We may not have it all day. Who knows? Like I said, let's say worst case scenario, the Switch doesn't show up till really late. We'll still unbox it. We'll still test some accessories. We'll still hook it up. We'll still play some Mario Kart. But obviously, if that's the case, there's no way I'm going to be getting to the Rainbow Road, right? We'll just enjoy it for as long as I can, and we'll play more of it the next day. Now, we do have Summer Game Fest the next day, but I'll play it before. Maybe I'll play it that night stream. We'll still have a good time with it, okay?
Hey, knock it off.
There you go.
Oh, shit. You got me distracted. Hey, what?
What are you jumping for? You saw you and jumped? What's he doing? Okay. All right, so I received a $6.33 tip. Biggest tip of the day so far.
What's up, Wings? How are you,
on the
man?
screen for that one. Thank you so much for that. and this person's gonna give us some heads ups in regards to.
I
Player
did
Obscure
nothing
today,
wrong.
which
I did
appreciate.
everything right. I didn't die, bro.
So
It was my teammates. They killed me. They let me die. They left me there.
So here we
Blah,
go. They
blah,
said,
blah,
"Hey DSP,
blah, blah,
I'm
blah,
not
blah,
sure what
blah,
the
blah.
plan is, but I am hoping for good support for Clear Obscure today. Me too. I really do hope that we get support for the stream today. My opinion is play through the story until you get Esquia's flying ability. After that, tons of super challenging bosses will open up that are way tougher than the final boss. And just FYI, Act 3
Take
is
all our
short,
stuff
but
back.
probably not as short as you're expecting. What I've been told is that
Dude,
after
it
the
was
dungeon
pretty
I'm
funny.
in, there's basically like 3 more story dungeons. But as we know, the dungeons are
007,
super long in
dude.
this
What's
game.
your opinion
So,
of Rich?
You know, that makes sense. That would probably be like another 2 main streams, right? To be if I
If you
just
don't
did the
mind me
story.
asking you a
But
question.
I don't know if I'm just going to do the story or if I am going to play further than that. I mean, I do want to. I love the game. I would love to take on super bosses and optional dungeons. I just don't know how viable that's going to be, considering the fact that it's very hard to get any
I didn't
audience
mean
for
to
this
do
game at
that.
this point, right? Okay. So thank you for the support. Thank you for the heads up. All right. Let's talk about... Oh, hold on one second. Pausin has re-upped their membership for 40 months. Thank you, Pausin. And they said, you know, the waiting game for the Switch 2 is horrible. Here's hoping that it'll show up soon. Thank you. You know, since sadly I didn't get in on the day 1 pre-orders, and we all know why, that's probably why I had 0 chance of getting it early, right? Like some people said, oh, we already got ours. Well, yeah, but you guys had the day 1 pre-orders,
salute.
the very first batch,
Are you
which
trying
I
to get
very
me
well should have
canceled,
had,
Wings?
except for we all know what happened. So what can you do, right? Nothing I can do about that. Just got to roll with it. So, Zayas MD with $1 super
Bro,
chat. Thank you to Zayas
actually,
for $1.
I should probably
Thanks for the
do it and
support.
give Rich something to talk about. It'd be really funny.
Actually, it's Zayas, isn't it? It's
Here,
Dr.
here,
Zayas, Dr.
Rich.
Zayas MD.
There you go.
There you go. Dr. Zayas, Dr. Zayas. Okay. All right. So, guys, let's do it. Let's talk about blueprints. But first, I have to pee. Seriously, it just hit me really bad out of nowhere. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, and then we'll talk about
I'm gonna.
blueprints.
He's gonna see that. He's gonna be like, "Are you kidding me?" Ah, and then his fat, gurgly, fucking butter mouth. Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just stumble into? Let's continue down. Oh, they killed all these women already. I didn't stumble into anything. I was late. Damn it. Oh, man. Okay, now I do actually gotta regroup with my team here. What do they got? Nothing. Oh, god damn it. I did not mean to do that. I meant to press down and I pressed up because I'm stupid. Oh, god damn it. I got nothing from that. Oh god, here comes the wall. No, run past the baboons. Well, that wasn't hard. God damn. We beat the shit out of that thing. I'll actually take that. I forgot I had the spells too. Fuck. Hopefully we can get in and get some fucking, or we can get past this first fucking boss here.
That's much better. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, folks, let's talk about blueprints, all right? So, 2 months ago, unbeknownst to me, a game was going to release that I knew nothing about, but that everyone was going to yell at me to try. And I was like, oh, okay.
Why do you blame everybody else for your
let's see
fucking
what
problems,
this is.
bro?
It was on Game Pass.
It
so
was
there
everybody
no
else.
investment
They
there.
told
if I
me.
played it, didn't like it, or if I played it, it didn't work with the audience, then it wasn't a big deal.
Sure,
But
bro.
unbeknownst to me, I would be jumping into
Sure.
a crazy
You're
long,
lying.
very involved, multifaceted puzzle game, the likes of which I've never played before. Okay? On
And you
paper,
became
Blueprints
infatuated
is
with-
as follows. You enter a mansion of which the rooms are randomly generated.
Very nice.
Each time you enter a room, you get a choice to enter 3 more rooms. You pick which one you want, and each room has something different in it. A puzzle, a store, some items. You never know. And the more that you play this game, it's like peeling away an onion, right? On the outside,
Peeling
an
away
onion looks
an
like
onion.
one big juicy hole.
Hole?
But as you start to
What?
peel off the
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
layers,
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa,
realize,
what?
dang, this thing is like a million layers to it, and they all are involved and connected. At first, you think that the goal of Blueprints is to unlock the super secret 46th hidden room. But then as you play
A
further, you
juicy
realize
hole.
there's
That's
much
what
more
he
going
said,
on in
yes.
this game
A
than
big
just that.
juicy hole.
There's an ongoing air of a mystery. You know, what is really going on? There's a political drama. There's crime, and in some cases even like attempted murder. There's crazy stuff going on in this story. Like, if you ever saw the movie Knives Out and you saw how crazy that movie was, that's pretty much this game once you get to that level. But very much this game, you could never get to that level. Just play it at face value, get to room 46 and call it a day and say you beat it because the credits roll.
All right.
But man, there's
Don't
just
let me destroy
way more
What
to
up,
it than
Vox?
that. Okay? There's,
How are you,
know,
man?
secrets hidden under the mansion. There's hidden rooms that aren't even in the mansion. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. Without massively spoiling, it's crazy because there's so much to it that you could essentially play this game for 100 hours. And as long as you're not lucky, you might not find everything yet. There's people who've actually said they've played Blueprints for over 100 hours and still haven't solved everything, which is crazy to think, right? Now, from what I'm going to understand, there is a definitive ending at some point, but it takes a very long time to get. And here's the catch with Blueprints.
What is this person doing?
It's RNG.
Bro,
all right.
Come on.
So now, when we're talking about that, RNG,
die,
random number generator, what does it really mean? It means that much like any rogue-like game, you have a limited time to do a run. There's confines in which you can do that run, meaning there's a limited amount of footsteps that you can walk through the mansion each day. And when you run out of those footsteps, the day resets and you have to start completely over. The rooms are randomly generated, meaning there is a big grouping of rooms, way more than 45 rooms in the game, and you never know which rooms you're going to get the option to draw. Now, there are ways to change that. For example, there's ways to increase the chances of certain rooms over others. If you're on the west side or east side of the mansion, you have an increased chance of drawing other rooms. You see what I mean? There's ways to kind of influence it, but in reality, there's no way to 100% control it. And for a lot of people, that might actually be the reason why you end up not liking Blueprints. In fact, that's what happened with my wife. She played it and was enjoying it until she got to the point where she was like, wait, so I just can't control everything? No. She's like, well, then why do I want to play this if I'm going to end up playing it for like an hour and nothing may happen that helps? Like there may be no permanent unlocks, no permanent changes, nothing learned, and I feel like I just wasted an hour. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of the nature of roguelike games. Sometimes you have an amazing run where monstrous advancement happens, and other times it just really was a frivolous, wasted time. And she was like, I'm not going to do that, you know? So for some people, it works, and some people it doesn't, these roguelikes, right? For me, personally, I really enjoyed Blueprints. Every single time that we have played this game, there seems to have been some big progress and big advancement, either in the plot or a whole new mystery's been unraveled or a new mystery's been discovered, whatever it may be. Usually we have some kind of good permanent progress every time that I've played. The problem is everything in between.
I'd be fucking up, yo.
Because I'll give you a perfect example. Yesterday, I did 3 hours of Blueprints, 2 runs in the mansion. During that time frame, we arguably didn't see anything of note or anything permanent until the last 20 minutes of my 3 hours of gameplay. And that was just by sheer luck that we actually did get the advancement that we did, because the game decided to give me a room that I had never been in before. And when I went in, oh my goodness, there's a solution to a puzzle that we've been waiting for, and it just happens to be in this new room that we never had a chance to get before now. So there you have it. If you're not in control of what happens in the game, and a lot of it is just randomized, you could have a day where it's an amazingly awesome, fun, productive day in stream, and everyone has a great time on stream, and everyone who likes the game is like, wow, that was awesome. And then you could have an entire session where you're just sitting there with your thumb up your butt, zero progress, bored to tears.
Hey,
and that's the nature of the beast.
You're running around like you own the place.
Perhaps roguelike games are just games that are more intended to be played for yourself than for a streaming audience.
For a streaming audience.
I hope you understand why I like Blueprints. I've never played a game like this before, a puzzle roguelike with a unique story, and every time that you get one of these big mysteries solved or a new clue, it's like a eureka moment. You know, the light bulb appears above your head. You're like, ooh, and you get that what is it? Not adrenaline, endorphins or whatever. It's like, oh wow, dopamine. All my hard work has paid off because now something new has happened and a new development, and now we have a new thing to work toward. And I really, really like it. Okay. But sadly, I just don't know what to do in regards to this game, because I feel like we've reached the point where I've tried everything to make it work, and I don't think it's working anymore. For example, when we first started playing Blueprints, I did it as day streams, okay? But then what happened was, after a few weeks, interest was starting to drop off, and people wanted other things on the day streams because new games were coming out. So I said, all right, this is definitely a game that could fit a late night chill stream slot. Let's move it to the night stream and see how it does. It did horribly. I think it was like 2 straight night streams. The game did not do well. Attendance was down, support was down, everyone was complaining. And on top of that, some people were outright saying, listen, we like the game, but we can only attend your daytime streams because of time zone differences. Therefore, please bring it back to the day streams. So I did, but again, because I was juggling so much, I couldn't play it frequently. So I ended up playing it like once a week, and that's just not enough to make progress in a game like this. So for several weeks, we were barely playing the game, and
what does
it was
it
like
do?
trickle, trickle of progress every time.
Okay.
So then finally,
that means there's
the last couple of weeks, I've actually played it quite a lot more. I ended up playing it 2 times a week, if not 3, to try to make big progress. At this point, FYI, the playthrough itself has reached 31 parts, but many of these parts are longer than an hour long. Someone did the math last week before the last stream and said that the playthrough was already at like 42 hours. So actually, as of now, we must be at 45 hours of this game. Okay? But yesterday was basically, how can I say, the day where I was like, I guess this is how it's going to be. All right? So on YouTube, we didn't even have 200 viewers. I think on YouTube we had like 140, 50 viewers. On Kick, we only had around 50, if not less than that. Okay? That was for the whole stream. I'm not saying, oh, that was like the beginning. That was the whole stream. Okay? Support, abysmal. Like $40, if that. I don't even think we hit $40. And the other problem with it is like sometimes you'll say, okay, sometimes streams are for a smaller audience. Like I said, we had 5 or 10 people.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, bro. It's the dent audit.
That was it.
Bro, and
everyone
I'm doing
else was,
so much
why is
better
he still playing
without
this?
my
And it's
team.
like,
It's
well,
nuts.
guys, I invested so much time in this. You got to understand that, like, when you invest that much into something, you want to at least see it through. Just on the merits of, hey, I spent so much time, I want to see how this thing ends, right? But it seems like the audience ain't with me. And I don't know what to do to get the audience back, because it's very possible that either people played it for themselves or they went and watched someone else play it as I was trying to juggle everything else that I was doing, right? I'll tell you this right now. I would love to continue playing Blueprints, but this is a case,
physical damage,
perfect
negation.
example
I will take that.
of why people say things to me such as, hey, Phil, you would just do much better if you just played whatever you liked. Stop worrying about everything around you and just play whatever you like. And then, you know,
algorithm
the views
is wild,
and the
bro.
engagement and the support will come. It's just not true. It's just not, you know? I have to try to find a way to entertain an audience, and sometimes it's viable and sometimes it's not. Blueprints was entertaining for the first couple of weeks, and then I think a lot of people saw what it was and dropped off.
Hey, Band of Thieves,
There is an audience for it, but they can't make every stream. It's funny because sometimes when I play Blueprints, we get bigger engagement and support because those certain people can make it. But then some streams they can't, and you can't blame them. That's not their fault. Not everyone can be at every single stream for a game. I get that. It just doesn't have enough of an audience. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me 1,000,000% of that game that I played years ago. That was a puzzle game. Does anyone remember what it was called? It had lasers. We had to line up lasers for bouncing it through mazes. And it was about like it was supposed to be like this existential game where there's robots and they're controlled by AI. And the question is it really people or is it AI? Are these things really alive or not? What's the meaning of life and stuff like that? I can't remember what it was called. I'm sure someone's going to say it in chat because they always do. This was a puzzle game that I played a very long time ago. Like
my dogs are being
yes,
ridiculous.
that's it. Talos Principle. That was it. The Talos Principle. That game was great. The first few streams that I did of it. And then probably around 20, 30 hours in, people fell off and we stopped playing it because people were yelling at me to stop playing it. They were bored. So I said, okay, we got to move on. It's just that simple that longer games are very hard to retain an audience that can show up and engage in support with the rest of the playthrough. And there's not much I can really do about that.
Fuck, call me the Witcher, bro. I'd be slaying the demons.
What can I say?
Serpent Hunter? Yeah, I'll take that.
It is what it is. What do we do about Blueprints? I would love to keep playing it. Really, I would. But I can't keep playing it for 10 people. And I can't keep playing it if people will not show up and engage and support the streams. I can't have it that every time I play Blueprints, we have a dead stream where everyone complains they're bored and I make $30.
You think he's gonna wage quit, bro?
People are yelling at me to play other things. Phil, will you play this game? Did you hear about this game? What about this game? Why aren't you playing more of this game? I'm waiting. When are you going back to this game? And it's like, I like being in demand. I love it. I would much rather be in demand than be not in demand. You get it? The problem is, so many people want me to do so much that whenever I invest a lot of time into something, it seems like it ends up being a waste. Like with Blueprints, this was a game originally I was never going to play. I didn't even know it existed. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was getting into, quite frankly, when I started playing it. And then when I started investing more and more and I started liking it more, it seemed like it exponentially gave the opposite effect to the viewing audience. The more I liked it and wanted to play it, more people yelled at me and said, this game sucks. Why are you still playing it? I can't believe you're still streaming Blueprints. And it's like, well, because you told me to play it and I got hooked on it. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know what to do. I don't want this to be every single time that I play a game and we don't hit a support goal, that immediately means that the game is off the table and we're never playing it ever again. I'm well aware that there's probably content creators out there that's how they treat everything, but I want to be able to enjoy games
treat everything.
And understand that there may be a few times when I play a game that it's not going to be able to be well supported or well engaged. You might have a dead stream, okay? But I also just can't have one game be the game that no one cares about. Understand? So I guess we got to figure this out. So what do we do? Doku says, what about a 3-strike rule? Exactly. This is what we got to start talking about. Do we give it a chance and then do a second stream? And if the second stream is falling off, then we say, all right, forget it. In a game like Blueprints, I do feel like we're near the end. You know, there's 8 doors behind which there's 8 puzzles.
Damn it.
And I guess once you solve all 8 of those, that's nearing the end. And then just like the final thing, and that's the end of the game. So we're like, we're there. We've already opened 4 of the 8 doors. Okay, we know where the other 3 keys are. It's just a matter of RNG. And I mean that. It's literally a matter of RNG. I could boot up Blueprints right now and immediately get one of the keys if the game gives me the room to do it. But if it doesn't, there's nothing I can do. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get it if they don't give it to me. So, you know, it's kind of a bummer, but that's just the situation that I'm in. I'm at the mercy of the game. So, do we put it into the schedule again?
Bro, I really hope I beat the dogs this time.
We're done with it.
I really hope so.
I would love feedback. And it may be that we don't get an answer right now, but we get an answer over the course of the week. I would love to hear your thoughts on this because I just don't have an answer. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, I don't know how to handle it. At this point, I'm curious what your thoughts are because mine are, I want to keep playing it, but I need to do things that you guys want, right? I can't just do what I want because it's not working. So, it is what it is. What do you guys think? The Militia Daddy says do a poll. I don't think that a poll is really going to solve it. FF9000 says many games are about RNG. If it were Pokemon, you got to keep going for encounters until the desired Pokemon shows up. You're complaining about a core aspect of video games. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I want you to understand something. I'm not criticizing or complaining about Blueprints. I love Blueprints. I think it's fine. Some people don't like that aspect. I actually really like it. Okay? Really. Ellipsian says, the sigil doors aren't really required for the true ending. I do have the steps required written out for my playthrough. So what the hell is the real ending? Because the game makes it seem like that's the true ending. I mean, when you get to room 46, it says, hey, guess what? You're not done because there's these other doors and other keys you need to find. So then what is the real ending? Good Lord.
Fuck me. No. Oh, of course.
I don't know.
Where am I throwing?
How about this? All right. Let's do it this way. Because you know what? This person actually had made a good point now. They said, this is basically becoming a sunken cost fallacy. I mean, you're right. When you invest a certain amount of time into a playthrough or a game, you expect that you want to see it to the end, right? Can you imagine investing over 40 hours? I think we're around 45 hours into Blueprints and just be like, we're just dropping it now, you know? it's pretty bad. You know, there's people who are going to watch it eventually and get to the end of the playthrough and be like, what, he just dropped it? And I'm with you. I'd be pissed too, but what do you do? So here's what I want to do. All right. I want to do one more stream of Blueprints. And I will announce it far ahead of time. It's going to be next week. I'll announce it ahead of time so everyone is well aware of when it is, you know. And people who like Blueprints, I'm going to make a call to you to show up for it. All right? Do what you can. And I understand if you can't, but I'm going to say, hey, we're doing a big Blueprint stream. I want to make progress. I'm going to need help with this. Not only am I saying, oh, show up and, of course, financially support the stream, but I'm saying engage with the stream. If there's something that I've literally missed 100 times,
support me.
Let me know so I can find it and make progress. I can't just keep going by and not doing things and not making progress. I need to finish the game. I want to see it through. But if it really is RNG, then I don't know how long it's going to take. You know, I need people to be there for it. So if I do one more stream of Blueprints and this game gets no one showing up, no one's engaging and helping me with it, and no one supports the stream, then I'm sorry, that's going to be the end of it. And I'll announce it formally during that video or whatever, too. So those who are watching it on demand will know. But I really don't want to drop it. Like, I'm trying to be as forthcoming with my feelings as I can.
Dope.
I love Blueprints. I really enjoy the streams. They're chill. They're interactive. They're fun. Every time that there's a new story development, it's like a eureka moment. I really enjoy that feeling. I want to see it through, but I can't play this game for 100 hours. No one's going to stick around for that long. Already 45 hours in, we've got people who have fallen off and don't care about it. Every time I stream it, people yell at me, why am I wasting my time? It's a very frustrating endeavor, okay? It is. So let's see what happens. Let's do one more stream of Blueprints next week as a day stream, so that way those who can make it can make it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we say,
excuse me,
well, we gave it a try. I formally made it known that this was going to happen, right? Let's see how it goes next time, okay? You know, with Clear Obscure, it was easy to make a decision. Let's just focus on the story for now and see how it goes, right? That was very simple to figure out because of the nature of the game. You could just get through the story and say, that's what we're going to do. With Blueprints, I can't even tell you. How do we say, oh, we're just going to focus on the story? No, that's what I'm doing. You don't even know what you're going to find because it's RNG. You have no clue at any given moment what's going to happen and what you're going to discover. So I can't even make a commitment to, oh, we'll just focus on this or this. I won't even know. You know what I mean? So one more stream next week.
Very nice.
Let's see how it goes. I'm personally hoping that it goes well, that people show up,
you cannot be yelled at through text. You're very
really hope so. If not, well, I don't think anyone is going to blame me and be like, well, you didn't give it a chance. I mean, absolutely. I've given it every chance at this point, right? Okay. Oh, I received a $3 tip.
A $3 tip? Bro, what happened to the background
just a troll,
music?
so I'm just going to ignore them. Fuck you. Okay.
Come on, dog.
All right. So, that's that. Now we know one more stream to determine the future of Blueprints. If it's a thumbs up, we continue. If it's a thumbs down, we drop it. Let's see what happens next week. Fair enough?
Oh, I've been waiting for your bitch
I gave it a chance. All right. I want to take a look at this Witcher 4 trailer or gameplay or whatever. It's 14 minutes long.
You ain't got me.
I doubt we're going to get through 14 minutes.
You can't penetrate
I also didn't
my
hit
guard.
plate itself. I doubt we're going to get through all 14 minutes, but I'm very curious about what this is. Okay. So this is supposed to be 4K Witcher 4. Ready? Let's watch it. Here we go. Oh, by the way, supposedly this is on a base PlayStation 4. I want to explain it. Excuse me, base PlayStation 5, not PlayStation 4.
How
They're
old
claiming
is your brain?
This is a tech demo of gameplay of Witcher 4 on a base PS5. Color me skeptical.
Oh. I meant this one. Bye. Oh, why is he outside in the fuck? What the fuck? Bro, that's not fair. That's cheating. That's cheating. What the fuck? You cheating ass bitch.
Where's Veer on the high road? The devil's out
Lap. You ain't even get one dub on me, bro.
The shaky cam, it's annoying.
You ass. You're trash.
I will say this, at least they used a good frame rate. It is, I believe, 60 frames, which is good, but I wish it wasn't shaky cam. I don't know why they did it like that.
Let's go. We're beating these fucking dogs, bro. Bro. We're beating the dogs, bro. Aubrey, what's up, dude? It is a trailer. He's really stupid. He doesn't understand words. Bro.
Why did this monster just randomly attack his carriage?
Oh my god. Dude, just watch. Oh, that looks amazing. That looked amazing.
Ouch.
Maybe I can level up. Oh no, wait, I did already. Bro, we gotta beat these fucking dogs.
Salt. Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
I do find it funny people are complaining about her appearance, saying she doesn't look like Ciri from Witcher 3.
She's
like,
older
yeah, Witcher
now.
3 was like 10 years ago. Of course the model's gonna change, right? Like, they're not gonna use the same model.
I'm so excited for Ciri to be the main Witcher now. She looks amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Okay, let's get to the actual. I don't see them gabbing like idiots. Here we go. Okay.
The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right
Whoops.
now, Ciri is investigating the monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village.
Can we go now, dudes? I want to fight.
All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
Let weeds be
Oh
weeds,
my
Kelpie.
god.
So just like Geralt at Roach, Ciri has her own.
She looks
loyal
amazing, dude.
We return to town.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Yeah,
She
and
really
to
does
support
have that
we're
witchy
introducing
flair to her,
multi-character
dude. I
motion
love it.
matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed.
I like how that cloak drapes
And
over
we
the
also
back of the
support
horse.
wrist
Yeah,
motion
right.
movement.
Yeah, right. Day one, there's gonna be video compilations. Look, they're perfectly synchronized. She goes to get on the horse, she flies into the sky and fucking glitches out the ass. I love when they're gonna kiss this game's butt so early in development, just so that
man, shut
this is
up.
all gonna come back to bite
This
them.
is Unreal
I
Engine
guarantee
5.
you, this
It's
is all gonna come
Witcher,
back to bite them so bad.
It's the new Witcher
because they're
4
showing
game.
it now and they're basically trying to fluff
I'm
up their
so
game.
excited for this game,
And,
dude.
I mean, the graphics are gorgeous, right? But why would you even do this
bitch.
right now? Why would you be like, oh yeah, these two characters will be seamless? Why say that? Why set yourself
Okay,
up
we
for
made
disaster?
it to the dogs, Nugs.
I don't know, man.
On Kelpie. So controlling her feels realistic and grounded. And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles
not the
moving, stretching
defamations.
under Kelpie's skin without
The
compromising the
defamations.
performance there.
I have to show it? Oh my god.
They have
Look
to
at this,
show it?
bro. Look at the
So
muscles.
let's leave Ciri behind for
They're
a second
showing you
and
how
talk
the
about
character
world
models
itself.
made you dumbass.
So much of the Witcher world is natural, organic.
And that's what I
Kovir
love
with
about
its
it. It
dense
feels
forests,
like
wild
an
nature.
alive world.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage.
Oh.
Ah, gee, that hurts my eyes.
In order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle. And the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite.
So
volumetric,
Minecraft.
fully 3D, it is
What?
super
No.
fast to render.
What the fuck? How is it Minecraft, you nerd?
Which, at a distance,
you
they're
fucking
no larger
dork.
than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise.
So what they're basically saying is, instead of making these incredibly detailed models, everything's based on those blocks, but then they can fill in the blanks when you're up close. So they have the models to pop in to replace the blocks when you're up close to see it. But then when they zoom out, these trees are actually the blocks. But the eye can't see it from that far, so it looks like the full tree. It's like a kind of like a, it fools the mind, right?
Shut up, Phil.
Means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals.
Oh
but
no!
more than that,
No, and then I died.
We created faster way to roll the
help!
world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Siri.
And all this is on a base PS5. Of course it is.
Why don't you believe what they tell you, bro?
So Valgrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining.
Dude, I think I'm gonna get it this time.
Where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands. It's also where Siri took on her current contract. High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace and food.
And the missus?
I'm so excited we can finally show you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valgrest has to offer.
Not her again.
Oh, spits on her. Oh, nice guy.
We were so close.
For the furry rascal will often wait, and the bear's weight grants good fortune.
I think no one was afraid of the bear. He just stood there, perfectly stoic and still.
Guys, notice how responsive the world is.
We were so close.
He's not playing it, dude. Get the fuck. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not playing it. We just saw that it zoomed out and did a tech demo. You can't control that with a PS5 controller.
Yes, you can.
You're not really playing the game. The fucking camera is panning in front of her.
Hardest,
How could
bro.
you be walking seamlessly forward on the PS5 controller? Fuck you.
He was.
Why are you such a disingenuous liar? It's like we're back to E3 of like 2000 when they used to do this shit all the time. Stop.
You can
Stop
control
lying.
a tech demo, dipshit.
You did this with Cyberpunk and it fucking bit you so hard in the ass. Why are you lying again? Just be real with the people and then they won't fucking be pissed at you when the game comes out and they've been overpromised and underdelivered for the millionth time.
What
So
up,
you're not
dog?
playing
How
the
are you,
game.
man? Mental
We know you're not.
patience. What's up, dude?
What happens around you? Sometimes even setting off chain reactions. Everything is working together.
I'm actually genuinely curious about this, so we're gonna switch over.
He's moving the thumbstick, yet nothing's happening on the screen. Yeah, he's really playing.
Oh, look at this
What?
gentleman
She's moving,
being taught how
dipshit.
to fly by an angry
What?
innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Oh, look! Amazing. Dude, Aubrey, they're very, very good. The games were so
Okay,
good, I read the
so
books.
This is the guy who gave the series Quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred.
Man, Siri looks amazing. Look at her hair. That's so intricate.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, with Churess. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, Suffice to say, they'll not reach you.
Come on.
As for the salt,
Give us something cool.
found not one speck.
I think.
I presume this
Okay.
comes as no surprise to
Okay.
you.
So hold on. So conspiracy theory. I think Phil is getting pissed because the game looks amazing, and he doesn't want to play it because Ciri is an attractive female, and I really hope she looks like Kate Blanchett. That's the
No,
girl
no.
from Underworld, right?
Kavir's smuggling trade is of no
Maybe
concern.
that one girl,
The manticore
Emma Stone,
that flattened your cart and devoured your men. Quite the
has her
opposite.
accent too.
Manticore? No, them winged hellspawn dwell in the arse end of Creighton, not here.
Well,
Where's the camera
Ciri
going?
She
decides
has
what to do about
the
that merchant.
eyes, like the
Let's take a
flat
look at
eye.
the character technology that powers this marketplace.
All right,
Why don't we listen in?
watching this, doesn't this just make you wish that they had just made this instead of Cyberpunk?
I really enjoyed
like that we had a
Witcher
whole
2
like
and
10
3
years
as
wasted
well.
because they had to make Cyberpunk 2077 and it
Watson?
was just like a waste of time. Like this, just looking at this base value looks so much better.
No.
It's just a more interesting, engaging world. You don't know what monster series going to face. You don't know what cool lore is going to be in this game. It's
But
so
I
much
felt
better.
that
I don't want to
same-
play fucking
whoa, whoa,
Cyberpunk. What a waste of time that was. I just feel like we could have.
Well, I felt that same sense of exploration and like enjoyment from Cyberpunk. So you're immediately like off base here. I loved Cyberpunk, and I don't like those types of games. And I really loved Cyberpunk. It's like when they came out with Watch Dogs. That game, I was like, I don't know if I'll like it, but I bought it, and it was amazing. And I really, really wish they would have continued with that game, and they didn't. Watch Dogs, or Sleeping Dogs, excuse me, not Watch Dogs.
Had this so much sooner
Adam
if they had just
Smasher
stopped
was
dicking
pretty
around.
cool. I loved Rogue.
Anyway,
the females were so good in that game.
Chatting up customers.
Morning, catch fishes. We'll find none fresher.
And I think, again, I think that's why Phil Phil hated it. Because there were strong, like, independent, mindful women, and he hates those.
And there is tons of tech at play here. Even in a simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved
Yeah,
smart objects,
the release
chaos
was kind of
cloth,
bad.
and more.
Yeah, and
That's
all
the
of this
closest I've
exists to make
ever
sure
gotten
that
to
the
beating
gap
those
in
fucking
quality
dogs,
between
bro.
Ciri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right? But also
You too, Rebsy.
authenticity.
God damn it. Leave
They
Rebsy
should
alone,
react
Reaper.
to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus.
see, here's the problem with what they're saying though. Like I understand what they're saying. Oh, look, there's gonna look like there's real town interactions. I mean, I believe there will be, but the question is, how many will there be? Like 2? So the first
I
time you
think
come
it's
to the
gonna
town,
be
you'll see
AI
that guy
generated.
haggling for fish. The second time, they'll be playing music, and then when you come back, the guy will be haggling for fish again. It's the same thing. They're not gonna. They have 700 different things.
You
How
don't
much
know
work do you
that.
think they're gonna put into the NPC of the town you're gonna see twice during the whole game? You know. So I get it. I appreciate the attention to detail, but I don't think it's a big deal. I actually think that the way that they're rendering the forest is more interesting than what they're showing right now.
I think this looks amazing. All of it looks exquisite. And I'll be getting this day one. No way my PC can play this. No fucking way. I don't believe it. It'd be like at 2 frames a second. But my PS5 could definitely
So
play this.
you are seeing tons of optimizations here.
It
By the
looks
way, he's doing all
really
this on a
good.
standard PS5 controller. He's playing the game right now, folks. It's real. No,
It's
it's
on a
real.
dev
I'm telling
kit,
you.
you
Totally not a
dumbass.
tech demo that they've pre-rendered.
Unreal
It is a tech demo, you
Entirely
fucking
new
moron.
Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS
Oh
budget.
my God, this
not
guy
just in
doesn't
rendering,
understand
but
what he's
also with
saying.
room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents, all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
Wait a minute.
You're right. That's the open.
I'm pretty sure what they're doing, if they were to be faking this and trying to sell it as something that they've already done, I'm pretty sure that's some kind of fraud. It's like, I'll use a sandwich analogy. It's like selling someone a sandwich and giving them macaroni and cheese. You lied to them, right? You didn't really have the sandwich. So I don't think that they can necessarily be faking this. There might be some embellishments here or there, but I really don't think that they can fake this. I think it is some kind of fraud, because this is at like a tech show where they get investors and shit. So if they were to fake this, I think they'd get in some kind of trouble. So I think you're lying.
Open world RPG that we're making.
It's not fake, and
But
I know it's
before we wrap
not.
up, how about one final check-in with Siri?
The sandwich Reaper.
This looks great. Like, I'm very excited for this. It looks good.
Exactly.
Ambitious open world Witcher game ever.
Hey, Thak, man, how are you?
We are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal.
I
with
think
the
this
team
looks
at Epic.
incredible.
I think what we're doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs.
Oh, are they
going
gonna end on Geralt?
Of what we accomplished so far.
Are they gonna end on Geralt? Oh, we're catching up with
Siri. So we're almost done, but before we go, here's a small gift for all Witcher fans.
All right, let's see. A small gift.
A first look at La Negra.
Oh, a new... Yes, snow and dragons! Yes!
Onward, Kelby.
I'm buying this day fucking one. As soon as it goes up for pre-order, it's going
So
on.
does she have Geralt's swords? Are those his swords? Or does she have her own pair of swords, I wonder?
Oh my...
Thanks, guys.
All right, so, I mean, in a nutshell, it looks great, right?
If
it looks
she
gorgeous.
became a Witcher,
I don't know why they had to lie and pretend like he was playing it. He wasn't. That's complete nonsense. That's just so silly. But it looks good. It does. I don't think that's going to run like that on PS5 at all. I don't believe that. Maybe PS5 Pro. I don't think it will look like that on base PS5. I think they're full of it. But I like the idea that they're using new tech to render things.
Spider-Man looked like that,
I like that
though.
idea that they can, you know, like they said, the blocks, when they zoom out, it looks different. And you can't tell because your eye can't see that far. But then when it zooms in, the detail loads and it kind of makes it look better.
No.
The lighting looked amazing. The character models looked great. I'm excited. I wish that this had come out.
No, the way I see it is, right? Like the PlayStation 3. At the beginning of the PlayStation 3, the graphics kind of still looked like it was PlayStation 2, right? But by the end of the PlayStation 3, they were putting out games that looked like God of War. You know? It's just an advancement in technology. So just because prior games looked a certain way and played a certain way and couldn't do what this game does, doesn't mean that this game can't do on that hardware what those old games couldn't. They learn and they figure out how to do new things. Phil, not everyone is a stagnant retard that does the same thing every day, expects different results, and then complains and cries when it doesn't go the exact same as it went yesterday. Right? Figure your shit out, homeboy. What's wrong with you?
Instead of Cyberpunk. I wanted to play this, not Cyberpunk. I'm
wanted
angry
to play Cyberpunk.
that we had to wait 10 years for this. Actually, more than 10 years by the time it comes out, right? Because didn't Witcher was 2015 or was it 2016? Like, we have to wait so long for this game for no really good reason. But I'm excited for it. Okay, I am. Like, I think it's going to be a great game.
If it's going to be quality, then
I love
I'll
fantasy
wait.
style instead of the stupid cyberpunk futuristic nonsense. And that looks good to me. You know, now let's get some information about it, right? Let's get some actual concrete,
No really good reason.
information about, you know, when we can expect it'll come out and stuff like that.
Oh, that's what I'm
hopefully.
waiting for.
So.
That's what I want.
Okay, let's see here.
Release date.
Just a moron. Okay.
It's just a moron.
So, guys, we got about 15, 20 minutes left. Originally, my idea was that we were going to look for PC steering wheels and pedals today. Sadly, I just don't think we have enough time. Let's do it tomorrow, because tomorrow actually is the final real podcast of the week, if you're not aware. Tomorrow we're doing a real podcast, but then Thursday we're really not, because that's going to be my Switch 2 marathon, and then Friday we're not doing a podcast.
God,
we're just doing
he doesn't
gameplay.
get his
so we
Switch.
can do gameplay before
Dude.
Summer Game Fest. So I guess tomorrow
Cyberpunk was
will be the day when
amazing.
we will jump onto the internet
Dude,
and look for
Judy
wheels and pedals and things like that,
Such
and go
great
from there.
characters. Fucking
Battledeck says G27 is the golden standard. It's
Hey,
Logitech. Well, I don't know.
what are you doing
Again,
over there?
price-wise, I talked about this just to give you a little preview. I was looking to spend maybe around $200. All right. I said that if we had gotten like
that
excess
would be
support last night,
awesome.
I would spend every dollar I made on support on it. But we didn't, we didn't get like a double goal or anything. So we'll see what's available tomorrow on the podcast. My ruin, I'm aware that PlayStation's doing a state of play tomorrow. I don't care. It's only 45 minutes, and they're only going to showcase a few games. We can talk about that later in the week. I'm not going to change my schedule tomorrow because Sony decided to drop a state of play the day before. Screw that. I don't care. Okay. All right. So let us chill a little bit. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. Tag me in the chat. Any further contributions, greatly appreciated. Obviously, let's hit the goal today, right? Not only for Player Obscure, but for the podcast as well. Thanks to those who did early support. I appreciate you. What would you guys like to talk about today? Let's see here. Yes, I played Final Fantasy Tactics before. I've already said that about 100 times on stream. I love that game. Yak Almighty says, sadly, they don't sell the G27 anymore. He'd have to get the G29. How much is the G29? Because someone told me it was over $300, and I'm not spending that.
Yeah, he doesn't like that kind of stuff, but it would be cool. He
AI
wants to come
Camus,
back
if you're just
to
going to
do,
sit there and be a
Constantine.
toxic individual on Kick, I at least expect you to drop a few subs. You've been toxic the entire podcast, just spouting nonsense out of your butthole of a mouth. Drop a sub.
fuck?
Maybe I'll let you continue. Anyway, it is. See, it's $300. I knew it. Sidious, listen. Sidious says, why do you not recognize CD Projekt Red fixed Cyberpunk and all the negative reviews became positive? The company redeemed itself.
Yep.
It didn't redeem itself in my eyes.
Because you're an
what
idiot.
they did is they fixed technical issues with the game.
What?
That's it. The game itself still wasn't good. The plot was not that good. There was like 2 side quests I actually really enjoyed. And outside of that, most of the plot I did not enjoy. I hated the world. I thought that the world was probably disgusting and just boring as shit. Like I said, the first time you see a billboard of like a robot dildo, you laugh. You're like, wow, they really are an over-sexualized, over-commercialized society. But then when you realize the entire world is a one-trick pony, like that's it. That's all they have. Like compare the world of Cyberpunk to the world of Witcher. I mean that too. Like the world of Witcher is based on lore from a book series. It's got meat. It's got depth. It's actually interesting. The world of Cyberpunk is boring as fuck. It's like a one-joke thing, and then after that, you're like, what the hell? Like, no, really? Everything is over-sexualized. Everything is over-commercialized. Everything is cybernetic. It's boring. That's what I don't like about the game. I didn't like the plot. I thought it was super boring, and the gameplay elements were just rehashed from other games. I didn't care about, oh, look, there's a zillion technical bugs that everyone complained about at launch. That wasn't the reason I didn't like the game. So unless they've completely changed the game from the ground up, and it's a different universe, and it's different gameplay mechanics from the beginning, then I'm not going to like it. Did they really do that? Of course they didn't. What they did is they went back, they fixed all these ridiculous bugs and shortcomings that their game had, but it's the same exact thing. It's boring. I don't like it. I literally, I've said this. When I played Cyberpunk 2077, my problem was
that
I was
you're
only having
a closeted
fun
homosexual.
about 20% of the time. 80% of the time, I was bored to tears and didn't like it.
Panam was too much for him. He couldn't handle it. So he's like, I can't play this game. My wife's going to get jealous. And then he just like quit. Because he's a gay man.
So why would I like it?
Wait a minute. Is that why you turned Kat into a dude? I mean, she looks like Chris Farley in a wig. I mean, rest in peace. I don't mean to besmirch his name, but come on, she's fat. She's fucking fat, bro. She's fat as shit. It's off base.
You're fucking felted, bitch. Felted. You're done. Because the thing is, even if I left you this
I'm the big roach of the internet. Riddled with gout, got the flattest of heads. But now I found the casino guys.
He loved them.
Now the king is back and I'm on the rise. Had to admit that I'm down from the rafters. Then got shit on by Craig for over an hour.
All right.
But I got the last
now, it's the same game. You know? It's the equivalent of, let's say, Street Fighter 6 came out, okay? And it had a poor frame rate, and it was crashing, and there was glitches in the environment, and the gameplay was broken, okay? So they fixed it, so now it looks nice, but it still plays in a game mechanic that you don't like. Like, what if you don't like the drive rushing? What if you don't like drive impact? What if you don't like the fact that every character has a giant combo that pushes you to the corner, and now it's a 50-50 guessing game? Well, if you don't like any of that, you're still not going to like Street Fighter 6, even if they fix all the technical bugs. It's the same game. See? They're not going to redesign the game from the ground up. They didn't do that.
But they did.
So then why on earth would I like Cyberpunk even after they fixed the game?
They reworked some of the combat. You're just an idiot. You're speaking out of your ass. Everything you said
Yakko Mighty says, I would love a Cyberpunk 2077 run on PC with everything maxed out, but I understand if you don't like it. I just don't like it. That's it. Like, when I was playing it, and even when it was working fine, I was like, man, this is boring. Look, it's kind of like a combination of Borderlands with Deus Ex. That's exactly what it felt like. And I was like, I would much rather go play Borderlands or Deus Ex than this game. Nothing in this game is original. Every concept is lifted from someone else. Nothing is even executed very well. It's all kind of like mid, and it gets boring like a few hours in. Like I said, there were a few interesting plots. The entire time you're working with that detective and he's doing those cases and you're trying to hunt down like that murderer and stuff, that's pretty interesting, okay? And also, there's the whole plot line with the politician who apparently has been mind controlled and has people living in his walls spying on him. That's super riveting. Like, some of the writing in the game is actually quite good. But then when you get back to the core gameplay mechanics, they're just very, very mid. There's nothing really exciting about the game at all when it comes to the actual game. It's like, oh, if you like the lore, you like the universe, you get sucked up in it, you probably love it. I didn't. I thought it sucked. So that's why I didn't like the game. And everyone disagreed with me. I'm like, well, listen, I'm entitled to my opinion. If I don't like the world, I don't like the world. And I don't. I think the world is boring.
I think you're a bitch.
Yakko Mighty says it was the way that I played because if I played as hacker class, there would have been unique elements I would have liked more. I mean, you're very well maybe correct, but that is the problem when you make a game like this, where basically you can play it different ways. If there's one style of playing it that makes it interesting, then that should just be the style to play it. It shouldn't be, oh, you can play it like that or this or this. Just make the interesting style the game. And then maybe more people would, I would have liked it. I don't know. Maybe I just had bad luck with how I selected to play it or whatever, but I just recall being so bored. Just bored to tears. Everything was just executed just well enough to pass, and nothing really stood out to me, so I didn't care. So AI Camus, I'm wondering where were those subs?
Runners. It was really sad at the end. It was
Come on, you wanted to sit there and be toxic all day, and I let you do it. Where were the subs? Where's your paid tax to do that? Yak says, I agree. I played the game twice. Both times I did hacking because it was so much fun. You can murder everyone in a building without even entering it by hacking the cameras and turrets. That's interesting. Well, here you go. The Dancing Monkey says, that's a narrow way of thinking because it's different strokes for different folks, and having more than one style to play it is better. But you heard what Yakko Mighty just said. He literally said, I think the reason you didn't like the game is because you picked a style that's boring. Well, then why is there a boring style?
No,
you know what I mean? Like, why put the boring way to play it in there? Instead, just make it interesting. Make it so that the hacking style is the way to play it, you know?
You are such a retard. Like, how stupid you are hurts
Why am I
my
saying
brain.
base PS5 can't handle it? because nothing in there said to me base PS5. Nothing. Sorry. I mean, PS5 is a powerful piece of hardware. Don't get me wrong. But when most game devs that are making games for PS5 weren't even having them run at 60 frames at 1080p, it makes me question. So they're showing it at 4K, 60 frames, and all this dynamic shit is happening with the Unreal Engine around me, plus the lighting is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know about that. I would say probably PS5 Pro, definitely PC. I don't know about base PS5. Unless you're, like, pushing that thing to its absolute limits. Like no lie, that to me would be what The Last of Us 1 was to PS3. That's what Witcher 4 will be to base PS5 if it looks like that. Seriously. Like, no one thought PS3 could pull off what Last of Us 1 did, and it looked so gorgeous on that console, and it was an end-of-life game. Like, that was one of the last major games for PS3.
I'm sorry, what? Bitch, what? What? Why wouldn't the PS3 be able to handle The Last of Us when it could handle God of War, another linear, super photorealistic video game? Are you a fucking retard?
Am I going to use my PS5 Pro again? Of course I am, eventually. You know, this year we've got, what do we got? Ghost of Yote. That's PS5 exclusive, right? There's like 2 or 3 this year, are there not? I want to say there's 2 or 3 games.
I didn't say
this
God
year
of
that
War
are going to be on
4.
PS5 that I'll be playing. Is it? Death Stranding 2 isn't on PC? I didn't even know that.
I don't know.
I actually did not even know that. I'm going to play it on PS5, I guess. Okay.
Oh, God, I am so not interested in fucking, I'm sorry, Kojima. I loved Metal Gear Solid, and Raiden is such a cool character, but I'm not feeling what you're doing after Konami, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like that shit. It looks kind of cool, but no. I love the Lovecraftian influence, though.
What else
Big
is going to
ups
be on
for
PS5
that.
this year? I don't know.
But nah. I'm not interested in it, man.
All right, anything else, guys? Anything else to discuss? You want to tag me in chat, or shall we
my type
wrap
of
it
game.
up
That's
and
why
get
I'm
ready
trying
for Clear
not
Obscure?
to say that it's
I
a
can't wait to
bad
finish
game.
Act 2. We're at the
just
end of this
I don't want
dungeon.
to play it.
We're going to
doesn't
wrap
mean
this
it's bad.
up. Apparently, there's a giant story segment, just to forewarn everyone. I'm being told that basically there's like an hour of story, but then you get to Act 3, and then there's going to be dungeons and things to do. So let's get a good chunk into it.
Oh, dude. I just bought a root beer cart yesterday. I think I should open it up and try it for you guys. And I'll tell you if it tastes like root beer or not.
All right. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Good show. But, you know, we're out of time. We had more time. I would look for the
Could
PC
your
wheel
life
today, but I
be
guess
out of
we'll
time?
save that for tomorrow. That'll be a segment for tomorrow's show. Makes
excuse me,
sense.
I didn't mean that.
And thanks for watching. And I'm excited. We're almost
shit,
there.
Dave.
We're almost to Thursday. All right, we're getting there. And then Thursday, we get the big marathon, which I know everyone's going to be very excited for, me as well. And this should be a good one. All right. All right. Thank you guys for a great show. I certainly hope that you'll stick around for Clear Obscure as we head into the end game.
Oh,
but if
God.
not, then I'll see you hopefully tonight.
Oh, please fuck off. What the fuck are you doing? There's something really wrong in your brain, boy, for you to be doing that. What an idiot. All right, let me try this. Oh, that does. It tastes like a root beer float. Holy shit. All right. Do not eat. Should I eat it? All right, let's get back to Phil. bro, Star Wars is
Shall
seeing a
we?
resurgence, which is great because I want it to. I love Star Wars.
Oh,
I just wish
obscure.
Disney didn't own it. That
We're
would be
right in the
better.
midst of the dungeon. I forget what it's called. It's the one where we're like a Roman Colosseum and all the enemies are dancers.
Oh, God.
And apparently this is the final dungeon of Act 2, and then we're going to see this big story-based segment that's going to reveal a lot. And then we get into Act 3, which is the finale of the game, but,
God
you know, there's a
damn it.
lot
Somebody
to it, so...
murder me.
All right.
Run on a calculator? I saw someone make Doom run on one of those pregnancy tests.
Oh, yeah, we need to... I forgot. So, 2 things we need to do on tomorrow's show. Number 1, we need to look for a wheel and a pedal. Number 2, we got to figure out the next DSP tries it. Someone had said there's a T-Pain meal, T-Pain, in 2025 at Jack in the Box.
Yeah. I think they could. And I think the way they could do it is they could do it through The Mandalorian. They could just make it like hallucinations of a clone, right? A clone of Palpatine, because that's what they're working up towards. They're working up to Heir of the Empire, right? People can dispute it, but I'm sorry, it's already there. They've already started cloning people and Force sensitives, and Grogu, his blood is the key to it. They've already set that up. Stick to that canon and erase the majority of the aspects of the sequel trilogy the way Clone Wars erased multiple parts of the Clone Wars movie. Just do that. But make Finn a fucking Jedi. Revive Mace Windu and get rid of fucking Rey's infinite force abilities. There's no reason an untrained Jedi, I don't give a shit how long she trained with Luke, right? She's not going to be able to defeat Palpatine. No fucking way. We saw Palpatine kill multiple masters with just a flick of his wrist, bro. But you want me to believe that a novice Jedi defeated the greatest Sith master of all time in a duel? No fucking way. Especially when they were fueled by the Force. I don't give a shit how many fucking spirit bomb Force ghost bullshits come back, okay? Palpatine would destroy Rey. You should have made Rey a Mandalorian, and you should have made her the child of Sabine and Obi-Wan. Or Duchess Satine, sorry. Sabine is a different character. But fuck, man. I could go on.
That I should look at. I get the feeling that means it's going to be awful, but I still want to give it a look. If it's worth a laugh, we gotta figure out what we're doing next. So we'll look at that
like
tomorrow.
Pikachu.
Okay. By the way, nice
the perfect
yellow color
body.
scheme today. And also, I need to put the chair cover on. I almost forgot. Listen to this amazing music while I put the chair cover on.
Nah, the music's kind of garish. So what do you guys think? What's up with Phil today? I think he's kind of retarded. You love this game? I don't like the art style for the characters. I like armor and stuff like that in my swords and sorcery stories. So it's not my cup of tea, but it looks amazing. And I can't believe it was made by 30 people. That's impressive. And like a dude on Reddit or some shit. It's nuts. This game came to be in the most weird way. That's good. Less than 30, Aubrey? That's actually incredible.
I just gave it his hair.
Awesome.
Amazing. The finger in the light socket hairdo. Hyperfixate with the $2 super chat says, I seem negative today. Am I okay? No, I'm incredibly upset at the world and everything in general around me.
You seem that way.
But you know what? Your super chat and the fact that you care makes me feel a little better, so thank you. I think this has to go in the bottom of the screen so that way I don't block the energy bars of the enemies. And I think now we're good to go. Here we go. Saying hair. You know what's funny, Battle Duck? He says, you talked about short attention spans on the podcast. Do you think that translates doing a podcast to jumping straight to gameplay? The thing is, there's a lot of people who just show up just for the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, they're here just for that. And then they leave. A lot of people, I bet, are not sticking around right now for Claire Obscure. They don't care about this game. But they wanted to get my take on a few things this morning, so they wanted to be there.
What up, Fade Stringer? How are you, man?
So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see the dichotomy there. Some people stick around for everything. Some people don't.
I wish you grew a brain.
I've actually noticed some of the days that I've actually
retarded and not retarded.
Played just gameplay actually did worse, both views and support-wise, than the days when I did the podcast first. So,
not much, bro.
Okay.
Bro.
Yes, I am wearing Jimmy bottoms with my blouse. Yes, I am. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Let's continue.
Who does that? Is that one Optics or is that Tales of Dale Dork?
Hold on. Okay, never mind.
It looks actually incredible, bro. And I might try it. I don't know. I'm at the point in my life I'm not really interested in like turn-based games.
Sorry, I got distracted. All right, ready?
I'm really spoiled on action game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
But then again,
it's time
it sounds
for more
like I'm
Claire
just making
Obscure Expedition
excuses
33.
why I don't want to play
We're
it.
here in Serene, this giant dungeon, arena, whatever you want to call it. And I just had to go and have Lume be the main character, simply because, or Lune be the main character, simply because we just got this hairstyle for her.
Laetitia, it works for Siren.
Laetitia?
So he creates all of that for her.
We should take it out.
Is that going to be...
It would definitely be an advantage against Siren.
So it's a boss. Anything up there? Look.
The only...
Oh, it's glitching again. Are you kidding? Remember this was glitching last time?
Yes.
Yeah, this dungeon only glitches. Don't ask me why. But this dungeon only glitches.
It's glitching again, Mom.
Where I
My
can't look, I can't
controller's
fire,
broke.
but I can fire with my.
Can you donate another
my
one?
mouse. How bizarre is this that this dungeon glitches? Yeah, now it won't run.
The
only this dungeon does this. The rest of the game has been
genuinely
fine, but this
enjoy
dungeon
is
has been
Elden
glitching
Ring.
constantly, and I don't know why.
It's my favorite fucking
What is going
action
on?
game of all time.
Every other game
Well,
I've played, it works. It's only
God
this
of War
game and this
3 is
dungeon.
actually
So
my
there's
favorite
problems with this
action game of
game
all
for some
time.
bizarre
Let
reason.
me,
I don't know why. I've
that
played
back.
so many games with this controller over the past week. It had zero issue. Only this game. What is happening? I don't know. I can't
Until
explain it.
July. Was gonna ruin the business.
I shot 2 of 3 already. I did see a thing to pull up over there, but probably a third thing here for a chest. It's the hair, says hair of the dog.
And if I was a powerful wizard, bro, every time I get in a fight, my hair would be flying.
Right there. It won't
Like
fire. It just
fucking-
refuses.
Look, Mommy,
Wonder
it
what's
won't
going
fire.
on. The PC version, this one part, screwed up. A revive tint shard, nice. That was worth it. Yeah, look, it won't run now. So half the time the trigger works, half the time it doesn't. Good thing I have the keyboard in front of me. Wow. And again, keep in mind, this has worked the entire playthrough. No problems. We did a whole stream, there was no problem. This is so weird.
You bought a cheap Chinese controller and
now.
are
I think it's
complaining.
an item. I see a purple.
Bro, if it was
link
me,
down
I would have
there.
invested in my business and bought like a PS5 controller with a
Just front rolling.
warranty.
Silly animation.
He really is a nerd. He just does everything so stupidly.
What's that up here?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot. He was gifted the controller. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Battledux says, imagine if you return to the controller because of Expedition 33. Yeah, and I might have, because at first, remember, this is the first game I played it with. I was like, oh, it's broken. It's not. It works with every game, but this game, it has some weird, bizarre problem. I skipped it. What the hell? Are we supposed to do this?
Is that
Let's go back.
Is that a bird?
Let's go back and talk to the guy.
Oh, he's running.
Well, I wish you luck on your doctorate in philosophy next week, El Donikos. Hopefully it goes well. If you need any advice or help, be sure to ask me. You know I'm a professional. Beneveron does not seem hostile. It so is tirelessly engrossed in its work. Attack anyway? Yes. The tissue.
Let's spill some ink.
Oh, God. He's gonna kill this thing for no reason, isn't he?
On me.
Oh, God, he's so over-leveled. He is so over-leveled. Oh, my God. One hit did that much damage, bro?
You die in 8 turns. Okay, you die at the end of the countdown.
Let us stain them.
Ice shatter.
He's the greatest gamer to ever play video games. Dark Side Phil.
No?
Unbelievable, dude.
Careful, Mael.
Glizondos? What the hell's a Glizondo?
Cat
What the
wants
hell?
a
Look at that.
Glizondo, but you don't have that ability.
Oh, I didn't realize he was gonna attack. I had no idea. Weakness. I guess weakness is light, because I think light is his ability.
Ice shatter.
1,000 detractors, yeah. He reads guides, Aubrey, and he says he doesn't. He has one pulled up on his monitor.
Oh.
I think he's 80, level 80 something.
Target defenseless? I don't think so. Stack that burn.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, I did the jump. Damn, 5 hits. I wasn't ready for that at all. Yeah.
See?
So we got anti-charm.
There's
immune
literally
to charm,
no
and
challenge.
anticism.
None at all.
Resplendent Chroma Catalyst
He got
times
hit for
3. I should probably have someone equip the anti-charm
9,999
so we can all
damage
learn it.
and shrugged it off like it
Should we
was
put
nothing.
that on?
Oh, he's level 62.
Did he learn anti-burn already? Did he max it? How can I tell if he's maxed something or not? I don't remember. I don't remember how to tell if they've learned and maxed one of these or picked those or not. I'd totally forgotten. Does anyone know how you can tell if it's maxed? He maxed it out. My anti-charm. There you go, anti-charm. Okay. When it's colored in, it's maxed. Thank you. Okay, so because it's blue, it's maxed. It would be white if it was not. Got it. Thank you.
Their expedition managed that.
No other expedition had a Lumina converter.
Yet this victory feels hollow.
Yeah, you beat it up for nothing. You killed it for no reason, Phil. Why'd you do that?
Nothing, right?
It wasn't even hostile. You got nothing from that.
So we didn't have to fight him. But I wonder what would have happened if we didn't fight him and beat him. Would he have helped out the boss in this area? Would she have been tougher, I wonder?
How do you... Dude, how do you... Bro, how do you know
says,
that?
How long is the game? Zixto, you know me, I'm not spoiling myself. I don't know. I mean, this is supposed to be the end of Act 2, and then there's a third and final act.
Like, how do you know that?
The boss would have brought it out in the fight.
He knew. See, this is what I'm talking about. How do you know things before they actually happen?
Turn around. Instant kill, awesome.
I really do like that girl that has the sword. That one. I think she's pretty
that's
cool.
Ariel too. I didn't realize.
Yeah, more than likely.
I am refreshed.
There we go.
He has to have that setting set to like super open. He just randomly presses the
Shoot her in the
button
back
and
of the
gets
head
it
when she's
perfect
not
every
looking.
time. Oh, hey, that's cool.
All right, well, we can go down. Whoa, look at the size of that thing.
I've always
up.
liked the characters that have the swords.
Just an item here, I think.
I prefer the swords and the shields over the magic myself.
Some chroma.
What have
Yep.
we?
I always try to make...
Zixto, 27 months as a member, and he says, yep,
I
27
hate
months.
you
Let
so
those
much,
haters
Phil.
say. Thank you, Zixto. Appreciate that.
I
Good
always
to see
try
you
and
here.
make the warrior characters.
Chill vibes
so.
on the stream today, I'm sure, as we
Like
make progress with
Titus
the
and
story.
Orin.
No super bosses or anything crazy here today. It'll just be story advancement.
Oh, you can?
Save point. Let's see here. 3.
Dude, how is he... This doesn't make sense, bro.
Hi. Whatever you are, hi. Miss Sando.
Take cover.
If he continues to get perfect...
Okay.
Yeah, dude, they're just auto-dodging. They're just auto-dodging, bro.
It's balanced right now. Nice
Yeah.
damage with this damage. Great.
Dude, it's just playing itself.
Hell, high burn damage.
Feel the embrace.
If he gets perfect again, yep. He's getting perfect every time. It's doing it itself, bro. Yep.
Okay.
I did not parry anything at all. Not even close.
And grace. This and
Yeah, see, he gets perfect again. And it's always at the same time, too. It's right as it's about to round the last corner.
No?
Oh, it's not.
So close to breaking.
He's super over leveled, bro. There's no challenge. He never struggles, and he just tries to be the strongest that the character can possibly be. Look at this. What up, dude? Are you okay?
No points.
You flipping out?
finished him. Nice.
There's no challenge.
What's that? Serene? It's an outfit. Serene. Resplendent Chroma Catalyst ×1 and a new outfit. Is
Bro,
that for,
there was
for
no
Luque?
challenge there. None at all.
Yes. Supposed to be the outfit of this area. She looks like one of the dancers. So I think what it is each major dungeon, you can get an outfit that looks like the enemy of that dungeon, right? So she looks like the dancer. What's her name? Ciel looks like the fire and ice, you know, dancer of the super dungeon.
Oh,
we
you
already
think,
did earlier.
Aubrey? I don't think he has it on anything but
over
easy.
here?
Bro, it
This is
makes
higher
no
up than where we
sense.
were before, right?
Like, the bosses are doing next to no damage.
There's an item over
He's
there. I don't
getting
know how
it
to get to
perfect every time. And it's like he picks the exact move he needs to counter the boss.
Glissando.
No, I don't think he has.
Well, that's gonna get us down. That's an optional enemy to chase. You can see it's one of the resource enemies. Is there anywhere else to go from here, though? Because it showed an item the other way. And I feel like if we go down, we're gonna skip it, but let's just double check.
See? Dude, he reads guides, man.
What's over here?
He's gonna go back
item here first
and
off.
right to it, see?
Well, that will help.
No, I guess we're just gonna go down and do that. Alright, I guess we'll go down and do the optional thing. I
Yup.
don't know how to get to the item over here. It shows an item, but it's not apparent how to get to it yet. Maybe we can actually do it from the ground level. I don't know. What's up, X-Shooter? How are you today? Good to see you. Welcome to everyone who's joining for Clear Obscure. We are in Act 2, the Serene Dungeon, and we're making good progress. It takes 4 battles to learn a Picto equipped, and they do color when done, but you want to see how many battles left. Look at the corners. Okay, thank you. Looking at the corners of the Picto will tell you how many more battles. It's pretty. Oh, you jerk. Go this way.
What the fuck? He's so dumb.
You're gonna go up the stairs because you can see that the trap thing is up here. See it way out there.
Nice.
I
See
don't know how
what
to
I
get him to go up
mean?
the stairs to go to this.
He goes
There's a vendor down
exactly
here. Let's
to
talk
the
to the
items.
vendor.
He's like, oh
Can I
wait,
change
I
the
should go
haircut?
back,
Good, but
and
I
then he
like
goes right to the item.
What's wrong with this haircut? Oh, let's see here. We've got double mark. Mark requires 1 more hit to be removed. Energizing attack 2. Another one. And greater powerful. And then fight the merchant.
Yeah. Let's spill some ink. From fire. Ready to parry.
Nice.
On guard.
Oh, God.
From fire.
Did nothing. Alright. Shannatenum. So, on a turn start, if stanceless, switch to offensive stance.
What
so
the
auto
fuck is
offensive
going
stance.
on right now?
Fire skills cost 1 less AP, 1 shield on switching to offensive stance. I'll never use it. I like the virtuoso stance when I'm using, but hey, I want all the weapons. Okay. Alright, we gotta get that resource creature over here somehow. I don't know how to get it to come this way. He tried, he kept running the other way.
Yeah, and then you add on top of it the fact he just knows way too much, way too fast, even before shit happens. It's nuts.
That has no effect. Once again, it's glitched. It won't let me run. What a weird glitch. How do I get him to, how the heck do I get him to go straight? There we go.
It's funny how every single time he can't get something to work, he thinks it's glitched.
Okay. Resource battle.
To my own?
No shield for you.
He runs away a lot. I try and be as confrontational as possible, and I think it's to my own detriment. I rush in a little too much. I think he plays like a bitch. And I think I play too, like, too headstrong. I need to pull back a little bit.
That looks so great.
Is he using guides for it? Probably. He did say he watched some videos to figure some stuff out. It's possible, man.
Lovely meat.
Let us stay.
Easy peasy. We got Rico and a bunch of catalysts and stuff. Nothing too great, honestly. Just a free recode, I guess. All right, I guess that's it for this area. So I actually don't know how you get that optional item that was up high. I thought you'd get it from here, but apparently not. I don't see any other way to climb or do anything. Stuck. All right, let's climb back up. All right, nothing, right? Don't see nothing to grab or...
And see, this is why people hate him playing these kinds of fucking games. He checks every nook and cranny.
Kickbot kicked you. What happened? What did you do? Based off of real, what did you do to get kicked by Kickbot? Why are you spamming, man? Come on. Glitchy there. La la la.
Medusa, bro, what's up?
She looks like Sigourney Weaver from Ghostbusters 1. After she's possessed by,
He
was
lies.
she possessed by in that one?
He only does so when it fits his narrative.
So you can see, there's a spot here to grab to and pull under me. But there's no spot to grab to over there. So it's like a one-way trip deal. I don't know how to get over there, though.
Dude, I hope so.
No, that was Ghostbusters 2. How about Ghostbusters 1?
Dude, fuck
she's
Ghostbusters, okay? Don't talk about
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Possessed by the ghosts or demons that turn into dogs.
I hope he wage quits.
It's weird. I just don't see a way over there. Huh.
That boss looks amazing. Dude, it's right over there.
All right, so there's two ways to go. Straight ahead, which goes inside, or to the right.
Which goes to the boss, you fucking
There's an
idiot.
item here.
Oh my god.
What have we here?
Oh, an energy tank. Great. This is probably where you got to go to advance, right? Probably here.
Oh,
Or
you
not.
think?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Oh,
Which
man,
way's
this guy's
advancement?
a
Which way's
retard.
optional content? Like if I go there,
Just
pull
advance,
yourself
you
there.
nerd.
It's hard to tell.
I want to see this cool ass boss. Okay, my opinion is starting to change. Because I think some of these bosses look amazing. I'm still not sold on the character design.
I pressed it. What happened? Glitching.
No, you just weren't in the
Issues
right
again.
position.
Maybe this is how you get to the item. I think this is how you get to the item. Looks like it.
Huh. You just randomly figured it out after being stuck. Yeah.
Healing fire. Recover 25% health when attacking a burning target once per turn. Yep, that's all that was. Now we go back. Okay. All right, now we go inside.
He has to. He has to make her look ridiculous. Because I mean, if she didn't look ridiculous, she might make Kat insecure with herself. Oh, someone got banned.
The dancer. Oh, God. Yeah, headache.
You are a little baby back bitch, aren't you? Oh, you know what this reminds me of? You guys remember Final Fantasy X?
Well, we've got a log. Expedition log right there. Item over here.
Well, that will help.
Okay.
Luke, Expedition 67. We're out of explosives, but we've made enough holes in this place to reach that giant woman in the center. But something weird's going on. Everyone's been swept up in strange emotions. It both feels like us, but also not like us. Marguerite reckons we're feeling the overflow from that giant woman's feelings.
Bro, he doesn't
Empathic
talk
distress,
unless
I
you
think she
pay
called it.
him.
Like her mind is flooding the area with her thoughts and feelings. Maybe.
He's gonna get
Maybe we'll
real
just stay
curious
here
here in
and
a minute.
Enjoy the melody.
He's like, where's the money?
Yeah, do that. And then they died. Damn, they fell for it. They fell for it. Anything over here? No. Okay, up here I saw an item. No, I guess it's a flag, but not an item. I thought I saw an item. Okay.
Bro, you don't have
All
to
right,
check
well,
every
up.
nook and fucking cranny.
We're finally there.
Oh, are we
She's
finally?
waiting at the end of this tunnel.
Good, let's fight her.
Then we should prepare before we head there.
Here.
What,
She's
you want in
even
your boat?
grander than
Get in
I
there.
thought.
Yune, you're okay, right?
Welcome to the show, co-host, but can you get off the cable? Thank you. Oh, I knew she would look cool.
Big boss battle time.
Oh, it reminds me of the girl from Nightmare Before Christmas. What's the girl from Nightmare Before Christmas? The redhead one. Wow.
So beautiful and artistic.
Dude, she looked like she wanted to stab that bitch. From Atomic Heart. I don't know, I think it's the white face and the like the spindly arms.
I don't think Gustav's really there, just saying. It's
Whoa.
probably a trick.
Is her mom and dad there, dude?
So they're all seeing family members who are gone. Look. Yup. Wow. So she messes with your mind. That's pretty messed up.
Uh-oh.
Ah, she looks at him and is like, oh, I can't do anything to mess with your mind.
Oh, he looks pissed.
Teach her not to mess with our feelings. Show her that's really me. That's what a meanie would do.
This is perfect every time. You'd think you like mess up once.
I'll do it.
Oh yeah, those were pretty good.
Whoa.
But I wish we got a Walking Dead game that was like fucking The Last of Us.
The grand ballet begins.
Wow.
Great.
That's impressive. For such a small team, this is actually impressive. What up, Box?
Oh, great. Now he's charmed.
They did do a Call of Duty style one. Or, I mean, an FPS Call of Duty style one.
Power, wow. Not giving up.
Oh, did he?
I'm okay.
Darn, I don't have enough for Flore Fury. That sucks.
Ready to carry.
Final act begins.
He's way over leveled. He's molly-whopping this fucking boss, dude. With no consequences at all.
Oh my god, look how much is showing up. I pressed jump, I swear.
Keep going.
Sheesh. He has anti-charm. He can't be charmed. That's right. I think we put that on him.
It's really good cinematography right there. I like that shot. This game is really impressive.
Wow.
Please survive.
Let's keep going.
Oh my god, it keeps charming every turn.
See, the damage Phil does and the damage the boss does are just so
Hit by everyone.
inconsistent.
I think I just win right here. Yeah. Yep. If I had charm, I was going to be dead. If I didn't have the anti-charm on, it would have been the end of the fight. But because I had the anti-charm on, I won. There you go. Tisserand, new thing for CL, an energizing turn, 1 AP on turn start. Yet another one. We're getting a ton of these energizing turn pickups.
Get in there. No? Now it kind of reminds me of Bongo Bongo.
I have no idea what's going on.
Nope, and he knew exactly how to counter the boss too. What did it do? Did it pass on its knowledge to her? Is that what it did?
The funny part about this is,
Shut
if
up.
I didn't have the anti-charm, even though I was way over leveled for this, I still would have lost. Because she would have kept charming the party every single turn, and we never would have gotten any turns. But because I had the anti-charm equipped, Minoko was immune to it, and that's how he won.
He ruins it, dude. The mood of all of it. It's like, oh, what happened? Oh, I'm gonna talk.
Back at camp. So we have the two
Gotta
hearts,
beat the
right?
shit out of you, fat boy. Ugh.
Yeah, the stupid thing over here that you guys are seeing, it's the edge of my setup. Sometimes the AI works properly, sometimes it doesn't. So as you can see, there's like a tiny bit right here that's catching. I don't know why. I mean, I do use this every day, and it rarely catches it. Now today it's doing that.
Can you shut up?
It's just being stupid. It could be the lighting conditions.
What the fuck is that?
Uh-oh. Not again. That's not good. What the hell? You know who shows up when this happens? Yep.
You again.
Yep.
Why?
Well,
What did you see this time? I don't know. Oh, a woman. It was. Why do I keep seeing things?
Look, now I turn, it kind of goes away.
Dude, shut the fuck
I
up.
turn back and it comes back. Yeah, see, it's being dumb. Yeah, so who is the curator? Will he show us finally? A special staff to shove up the paintress's ass. What else would it be?
Shut the fuck up, you fucking loser. God, he has to ruin everything.
Barrier breaker acquired.
That was
You can
cool.
now face the paintress at the monolith. Look at this, barrier breaker weapon.
What the hell were those
That's great.
faceless
I'm not gonna use
monsters?
it.
Those were
want it.
unique monsters.
Well, we
I've
have
never
more
seen
story.
something
We
like
probably
that
will,
before.
right? Each character will probably have a new cutscene to talk here.
You seem preoccupied.
it's nothing. Just nerves. It's been a long road to get here.
Extra long for you, I imagine.
You, on the other hand, seem quite relaxed.
Do I?
You're not nervous?
Of course I am. But we will do everything in our power. And either it will be enough, or it won't.
Alright, so we're gonna have new cutscenes for each character again. We're probably gonna unlock the new gradient attacks, right?
Because Phil's a bitch, bait stringer. He's a loser.
You're always so calm about everything.
Is that a question?
An observation. Lune's intense and obsessed. Mael is nervous and eager, but you're calm.
Why is that strange? I guess Death and I, we've walked a long road together.
I guess that's true for me too.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay.
Death is a friend who will welcome me home.
Friend's not the word I choose.
Life is easier when you think of death as a friend.
Is it? Or are you just dressing it up to manage your fear?
Does it matter? How you view things is up to you. Life continues either way.
Yeah, Fate Stringer I am, bro. Well, maybe not the Xbox showcase.
True.
Maybe, nah, I probably will, depending.
Why don't you share some of the wisdom you've accumulated over your very...
But definitely Summer Games Fest.
Oh, how kind of you to acknowledge my wisdom.
Why are they also sarcastic with each other?
Can you,
They're friends, you fucking loser. It just shows you don't have friends.
Oh, actually, isn't Minoko even older? Eskie too. Perhaps I should ask them instead.
No, please do. You'll probably learn valuable things about Nevron feet and rocks. All I can offer is another story.
I'm not really in the mood for stories tonight.
Oh. And here I had prepared something truly dark and heart-wrenching.
Save it for tomorrow. Let's do something else tonight.
What do you have in mind?
That depends. How adventurous are you feeling?
Oh boy.
You mean like hunt Nevrons?
That would be cool.
What?
I'm waiting for you to connect the dots.
Oh, you mean, adventure.
You've been alone too long on this continent. When was the last time you seduced someone?
Not counting Minoko. I'll admit it's been a while.
So?
You could actually say no. Like, why would you say no? Right?
Do you even need to ask?
The bond deepens. So nothing happens. They're not going to show anything. Well, then that's completely unacceptable. What's up to Sophie Bear, who was just hosted with 44 viewers? Welcome, Sophie Bear's viewers, to Clear Obscure Expedition 33, the end of Act 2. We just finished the second major dungeon, and basically we got a barrier breaker that will allow us to, I guess, end the story of Act 2, and then see what, where Act 3 begins. So, if you are ready for a lot of story, you're in the right place. If you're not, sadly, we just beat the dungeon and we're stuck with a lot of story, so just to forewarn you. And if you are a newcomer and you would like to talk in the chat, I think you only have to follow the channel for like 5 minutes or something like that. So, thank you, Sophie Bear, for the host. I appreciate that. They became a bit more than friends. Oh, wait, her gradient. So, she has a new one called Doom. Ciel's gradient attack, Doom. Okay, it's a new one. I do this with each of the 4 of them.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciel was right about you.
Oh. Actually, I should thank you. I wouldn't have got this far on my own.
Tomorrow comes.
All right. I'm going to do this with each one to upgrade our attacks.
My fellow Night Owl.
Night Owl?
You never seem to sleep.
I sleep. I sleep enough.
What keeps
Right?
you up?
152 people, bro, and
One
that's it.
insomniac to another.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I just
Bro, why
can't
do you have
turn
her
off my
out here
mind.
looking like
It's
fucking
like
Elvira?
I pick up a puzzle and I can't set it down until I solve it.
And what's your current
That
puzzle?
high ass hair,
talking
bro.
nevrons.
You better
The
change
ones
that
seem to
shit
have
right now.
personalities and thoughts and feelings.
It's true. We've had quite a few of them that were like that rather than just generic enemies. And why are they different from the others?
I'm trying to make sense of the things they said. I know there's an important piece of the puzzle there. We need to find and talk to more of them.
I've talked to a few. They mostly spout nonsense. I wouldn't
Aubrey
expect too
doesn't approve of your
Maybe you weren't
bullshit,
asking the right
Phil.
questions.
much. Well, I'm certainly not as experienced as you.
What about you, my fellow night owl? Why can't you sleep?
Yep.
Let's see.
But he,
Same,
I think he
guess.
actually
Sure.
likes this game
Really?
because he put it on
Strike
super
me as the
easy.
obsessive warrior.
So, you'd call yourself an obsessive warrior?
Come on, I just shared with you.
Sleep is not very restful for me. I used to have horrible dreams, but somehow it was worse when they stopped. Now it's just this oppressive void.
Fascinating. So you experience discomfort while you sleep? Pain? Are you aware of time passing?
I think he might have
I should observe you
donation
next time you
set up.
Well, that's not creepy.
Precisely. It's science.
Whoa, that's creepy. Does this mean I can watch you sleep? Let's see what happens.
So does this mean I can watch you sleep?
No, that'd be creepy.
That's what I just said.
Right.
Verso flashes a grin at Lune. Lune can't help but smile back. The world feels a little brighter when they're together. This guy is just macking it to everyone. What the hell? Ridiculous. What kind of behavior is this? Lune can't restrain herself from asking Verso a few more questions before they head back to the others.
Oh, shit.
Thanks to Verso's answers, Lune understands Chroma better than before. So she gets a new gradient attack. The Tree of Life. Maybe this will be like a healing attack
He
rather
did
than
that
a
on
damage attack. 'Cause
so
the
he
other one
didn't
is
have
an
to do the
earth-based
romance
elemental
option.
attack. Now, if he maps it to male, I'm calling the cops. This is ridiculous. He better not do that.
Still thinking about what you saw.
I wish Gustav was here.
Okay. We're calling Chris Hansen.
In Lumiere, did your parents choose your name?
Yeah, I guess. Why?
Mael means chief and prince, or, I guess, princess.
What are you talking about?
Stupid thing, look. So where is it? It's right here. Where is it catching that from? Is that my YouTube play button it's catching? Oh. Oh, I wonder if it's going to keep doing that. I wonder if the AI effect doesn't like my YouTube play button because it's a reflective surface, and that's why it's showing up like that.
I think you're retarded.
I could
bro.
test something. Hold
Can
on.
you just play the fucking game?
Let me test something here. Give me 1 sec, okay? Also notice it almost all the way went away when I got up, but when I sit down it comes back. I want to see if I cover it if it'll go away. Did it go away?
Can you go away?
No, it's still.
Oh.
How is it still there?
That's
'Cause
unfortunate.
that's the YouTube play button that my hand's going into right now. This is bizarre. It's some weird.
Your face
thing
is
it's
bizarre,
doing.
but here we are all having to deal with it.
Gone now? Now it's gone. All right, let's see if this works. Maybe I'll have to cover that up. It's going to have the issue with the lighting today. Seems like only today has the lighting been like this. So we'll keep going. Hopefully this doesn't have a problem. All right.
The meaning behind your name.
Oh. What made you think of that?
You said you were an unwelcome surprise. But I think even though your birth was unexpected, it was still celebrated. Your name shows how your parents felt about you. What kind of life they dreamed for you.
Chief. Guess they had bigger dreams for me than I
Yep.
ever did.
But he never does that, bro.
What did you dream of?
Because he's incredibly dumb.
You must have wanted something for the future.
No. All I wanted back then was to leave Lumiere and see some of the world before I gommaged.
Well, you've certainly done that. What do you dream of now?
Oh, another band.
If anyone showed up from that host and you're seeing these obnoxious people in the chat, I'm trying to pay attention to the cutscenes and you got people trying to be jerks to you. Just ignore them, please. I don't support anything these idiots are saying in the kick chat right now. Okay, they're trying to do it because they're trying to ruin the cutscene, so I can't pay attention.
I don't know. Still figuring that out. What about you, though? What do you want?
What do I want? I guess I'm still figuring that out too.
Well, what did you used to want?
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before the fracture, I studied piano at the conservatory.
Sophie Bear, yes, you can talk. Thanks for the host. Appreciate it. It takes like 5 minutes, right? It's like a 5-minute follow.
I loved it. I really miss performing at the concert
Right?
hall.
He thinks it's gonna...
When the lights
Kick
dim
chat's
and
gonna
room
save
is
the
hushed
business.
and the first notes echo through the chamber. I can just lose myself and feel the music through my fingers.
It was 6 minutes. I think it's the least you can put. I have to do it because sadly, if I don't do that, a bunch of like bot accounts will come in here. And as you can see, people are already misbehaving in the chat, being jerks. I would get like 40 times more than that if I didn't have
Hey.
it. So it is what it is.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
It feels like my heart's
You
about
being
to
a good
break
dog
from the
up there?
beauty of the notes.
That's lovely.
Are you coming
I
over
miss
here?
that a lot.
Maybe when this
Hey,
is
big
over,
guy.
we can fix up the opera
What have you
house
been
and
doing
you can
today?
perform for us.
It would be my pleasure.
I want my first concert to be yours. And don't worry, I'll make sure the room is packed. I'll put up posters everywhere in town.
Yeah, right. Like they're gonna have a happy ending.
Oh, no pressure, huh?
This game is French. There's no happy
Alright.
endings in France. We all know this.
Stop practicing.
She makes him pinky swear. All right, so
He
they're all
is
getting their
so
new
fucking
chroma
irritating.
abilities here. Or excuse me, not chroma abilities. Gradient attacks. What I meant to say. Or who knew one be
Like,
called?
this shit's melting my brain. How
Male
dumb
Verso
he
discussed the
is,
first
bro.
song Verso should play. The discussion impresses Male. She gets Phoenix Flame. Okay, maybe a flame attack rather than physical. Cool. All right, we got Minoko, and then we've got SQA, and then we can finally continue with the story. Sophie Bear, did you play this? I'm not familiar with you. I'm wondering why you hosted me, and if you you just came by, you were looking for people who were playing this game, perhaps. Zangief says, you said you were going to make progress in the story today. There's a reason the stream is stuck at $18. This shit sucks. Listen, this is a game we've invested over 50 hours in. We're
He's
nearing the
fucking
end. We're going to see
right.
it through, all right? If someone likes it and wants to
They're
support it, please do. But in the
right.
meantime, you know, I'm going to focus on the story today.
You're finally here.
Oh, cool. You were playing? How far are you in the game, Sophie Bear? Because we're at the very end of Act 2. Hopefully this is not spoilers for your audience.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Oh, you're just in the beginning. Whoa, we're way in. Oh, this is a huge spoiler for you. You shouldn't watch it. We're literally, these are like huge spoilers right now for you. Not good. Close your eyes.
Why would I be foolish enough to do that?
Just a trim. You
Wait a
look like
minute.
an overgrown mob.
He doesn't have any eyes. What are you talking about?
I beg your pardon. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Is my hair is impeccable, or we're talking about you, not me? There you go.
We're talking about you, not me.
I don't recall asking for your uninformed opinion.
Stop being grumpy. Come on. Let's give you some style.
You first, then.
Fine, let's do it.
Fine.
We get a new haircut? That'd be cool if you unlock a new haircut here.
Actually, that does look Okay, I'm in. Style away.
Give him a new haircut.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Yes, indeed. This is quite fetching.
Oh my lord. What the heck is going on?
Great.
Please tell me you can equip that on him. Verso and Minoko are bound by the manly love of style. Nice. Viking Minoko. Sadly, we don't get Minoko's new attack because we have to be level 4. We're not there yet. Darn. As tradition, they now spend too much time arguing over who looks better before heading back to the others. We did get it. We actually did get it. Oh my goodness. So what is that one called? That one is called Samurai. The Samurai Cut. And then what do they call the Minoko one? Like Viking, probably? Viking Cut. Wow. That was cool.
God, he's such a goddamn loser. Bill, why are you like this?
All right, one more conversation with Esquier, and then we can advance the story here.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Did you know Sorry was my first rock?
Really?
Francois was super jealous, but he got one from Clea instead.
Wait. Francois has his own set of rocks. Why does he keep stealing yours then?
Because we're buddies. Francois is so fun.
So is that it? No conversation?
Me too.
No conversation this time. Wow, this is the first time. So wait a minute. Maybe that means that when you max out, that's it. There'll be no more conversations past level 4. That must be what it is. All right. So let's advance the story here.
Bro, your chat
Right,
has
we gotta write in the journal
told
first.
you.
That's right. I don't know if this will help
Stop
anything. We've done this the whole
doing
game. Write in the journal
every
whenever we
little
can.
fucking thing.
She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal.
Oh my
She writes
God.
about how they can now enter Monolith, and they should finally understand everything. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read the journal someday. Okay. All right, go to sleep, and then advance the plot. So like I said, anyone who's here from Sophie Bear's stream, if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm sorry, you probably should leave. We're about to have major story developments right now. Major.
We've done it.
We're really going to face the paintress.
And finally break this cycle.
That being said,
Did I fix the problem with the camera? I did,
Has
right?
been hiding a terrible
No.
secret from us.
What are you talking about?
You thought we'd never find out, didn't you? Nobody ever wondered what Esquier was made of, did they? Well, Esquier and I had a chat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Verso.
Ew.
She promised me sweet rocks.
Is that wine?
What? He's a bag of wine?
That is the most French thing I've ever heard in my life. Come on.
Oh!
I suppose tonight deserves an exception.
Oh my God, you're like 90 pounds.
That's disgusting.
How are you so fat?
Oh, man.
I told you to stop drinking alone.
To your great generosity.
I don't know how you can like this.
That is pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna
age.
lie. Come on, man.
Do you have apple juice?
That's right, she can't drink. She's underage.
Leave you to it.
He's got apple juice, but that comes out of another method, and I don't think you want to know. Oh. Oh. Ah. Uh-oh. So this is supposed to be his sister. Turned into a zombie. That's pretty much what she is, right?
So they do live after the expedition, they just live on it in a different form then?
A letter, oh. You just won Publishers Clearinghouse. Oh boy.
You have to ruin everything.
What did it say? Una vie à rêver? Couldn't read it. I was trying quick. Isn't that like one life to live or something?
It's a goodbye letter, you fucking idiot.
Don't do it! I mean, let's be honest. She looks exactly like Mael, does she not? She looks like Mael. So something's going on. We were talking earlier that we thought maybe they were clones. Like Mael's a clone of her. Gustav was a clone of Verso. It very well could be. But I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Yet you're condemning her to die. You brought him here. I'm not here to fight. But my son, do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness? Have you thought through the consequences? Not just for you, or even me, but for them. Their memories, their dreams, their love for each other. Who really is the one painting death, and who paints life instead? We exist, and we will exist, for as long as she wants. You want to spoil what we've been given. Sometimes, we paint the bars of our own prison. Your despair blinds you. You think you're ready to pay the price. But are you willing to let them pay the price for you? May everything be decided before their very eyes. Between the bars of their prison. In the shadow of the monolith. In the shadow of the monolith.
Well, it's incredibly confusing. So hopefully we get some answers soon, because I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh, they kicked us out. Here we are. They kicked us out, so now we have the item that can break the barrier, right?
I drank too much last night.
All right.
I can't remember a thing.
You clean me out, mes amis.
You bunch of drunks.
Shh. Is it just me, or were we not able to see the paintress earlier? Now you can see her. She's giant, just sitting there. Huh. Okay, well, let's save them and split the part here. We've been playing for about an hour. We come back, this will be it. We're going to go break this barrier, and we're going to, I guess, see what happens.
I really hope.
And go from there.
Oh,
Darth
wow,
Fig just did a $5 super
nice.
chat. That is our first
that was
piece of support for the actual gameplay
right
portion
there.
of this stream. So thank you for that. And he says, this is bonkers. We need more support. I love the game. Well, if you love my playthrough of Clear Obscure, over 50 hours into it at this point, yeah, it would be great if you could support the stream today in some way. Let's get Darth Fig up there. He actually is now the top super chatter by a penny.
Yeah, it's real hard to press buttons.
So now we are up to $23 of support out of our 150 goal, with 2 hours of gameplay left on the stream. All right, let's split the part. Be back with more Clear Obscure.
That looks incredible.
Okay.
It looks like a real person.
So yes, guys, if you are watching and enjoying, if you could support the stream in some way, that would be great. Super chats and super stickers and memberships on the YouTube side, subs on the Kick side, or tips, which you could do on either by typing !tip into the chat to support the stream would be outstanding. Goal being 150 on this stream, and we are not even close with 2 hours left, but we got 2 hours left. See what happens, all right? Okay, thank you, guys. He learned Anti-Charm already. Holy crap.
A little bit, yeah.
That was fast. Should we just have everyone equip it? How much is it to equip it? Like if we take it off of him. On death, allies will gain three shield points. Okay, so now... What if I wanted him to have anti-charm? Where is it? Where is it? You can't equip it. Why not? He already had it equipped? I'm confused. Huh.
Yeah, I think he did.
Well, I don't get it. I can't equip it. 3 AP on killing an enemy? Cool.
There you go, big guy. Come on. Wait. Come up here. Oh, yes, you're a good dog.
Oh, so many things, man. Seriously. There. And Dodger. I don't even dodge, but okay. So maybe everyone else would have to equip anti-charm. Not him, but they would, because he learned it. For some reason, no one can equip anti-charm. I don't get it. Oh, she only has 9 points. Oh, I'm so stupid. Everyone has 9 points. No wonder they can't equip it. I get it.
Wow, what an idiot.
Screwed up. There we go. Anti-charm. Here we are.
Alright, guys. I think I'm going to get up on out of here. Watch out. Man, I will be back later tonight.
Oh, she has it equipped? Ugh.
Or later today, maybe.
Point.
Thank y'all for stopping by, man. I saw a whole bunch of new faces. Whole bunch of people. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day, guys. And I'll see you tonight, man. I was falling asleep. I'm sorry. Have a good one.
Trying to